with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as chat's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's sound mature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most TikTok across the board, we charge the war because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if Andrew fans chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of clawless cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Pre-stream's nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil's delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for today, Thursday the 8th of May 2025, the day after, the night before, Phil Burnell had his ban from yesterday, and needless to say, it didn't go to plan for Phil Burnell. I think he was really hoping for, he claims he wasn't hoping or expecting a big massive amount of support, but he clearly was rattled by just how little money he got from his audience. But he still got over $500. That is a good day. That is more than what Phil usually gets in a single day. And usually that is a cause of celebration. Past Phil would have been fucking saying thank you very fucking much for that. Rewind the clock back to when he gutted out his fucking closet. He was given $600 that day when he had his fucking closet clear at stream, and he went and fucking turned around to his audience and thanked them profusely. He was stunned, he was astonished, and he was genuinely fucking happy that even though he was only fucking cleaning his fucking closet, his audience and fans still gave him $600 during that fucking event. Fast forward to today, or yesterday even, last night, $521, and Phil was livid, to say the fucking least. But don't take my word for it though. There's a lot of things to show you guys. We have a 30-minute Memoji compilation and a 20-minute daily crap to go through, and it's definitely worth. This is why I started early today. This is why I started early, because there's a lot to get through before Phil turns up.
Oh my god, what's up?
And thank you very much to Video Court for the super chat, who says yesterday was a spoon fest, double spoons for all. Oh Jesus man, yeah, fucking double wield those fucking spoons. It was fucking insane. It really fucking was. But a couple of things to show you first of all. So there's a clip here from Bland Polecat. To say it popped off is an understatement. Their tweet for this 23-second clip from Phil got over 1,000 likes. So very impressive stuff. Stuttering Craig, by the way, was one of the people who noticed it. So Stuttering Craig saw the clip and responded as well. So Stuttering Craig is still also keeping tabs on Phil to a certain degree. But yeah, here's the clip in question.
The rest with Ignatius.
You're still talking! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Is there a fucking video game? Shut up! This is the worst fucking thing ever!
But in better ones.
They never shut up! They just talk and blather about menial boring shit! This is a video game? Oh my...
So yeah, needless to say, he was very upset. I don't know why he thought playing this on a viewer's choice fucking thing when it's a really long game. Why did I think it was a good idea? Like, okay, his audience picked it, yeah, but Phil would have known. Phil was warned, this is a very long game, 100+ hours, there's a lot of depth to the fucking game, there's a lot of detail to the fucking game, and Phil acts surprised how it takes forever just to fucking get through the fucking intro because there's so much fucking narrative and things to, you know, exposition to fucking uncover and all that shit. He acts surprised at that, you know, but so he had a big massive, and also at that point in time as well, he only had $200 odd. He'd only hit one goal, he'd only had 2 shots, so he was nowhere near drunk enough to enjoy this fucking thing. So yeah, And also DSP at the end of the night said that he won't be doing viewer's choice for a long time because he knows better and won't give people control over what he plays anymore. Lovely stuff. That's what you got to expect. That's a wee glimmer of what to expect from Phil.
Come the fuck in and fuck the fuck off.
Thank you very much for Slink. So becoming a bingo baddie. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. This is a good one as well. That's Phil. So Phil was complaining about the fucking game, okay? Phil was upset and crying and whining about the fucking games. Some of the games anyway. And people told him that he could get a refund for it. Which is a very... If you buy a game on Steam and you're not satisfied with the game on Steam and you've only been playing for like 2 hours or less than 2 weeks or whatever, either or. But it's got to be both essentially, you know what I mean? But either or. You can get a refund. And people were telling him this, helping him out with this very helpful advice. Phil's response to this was incredible.
Excuse me. Someone tipped $1 says, what restaurant did you have the expensive steak at? To be
Oh, wait, that's the last clip. God damn it.
frank, I don't remember. I just remember I was driving through Chicago with my friends in the car.
What is this then?
And we were hungry and debating what to eat. And we happened to see this steakhouse. We were driving by it.
Oh.
And one of my friends says, I'm from this area and I know that's a really famous steakhouse. And I said, why don't we try it? And they were like, no, we can't. It's too expensive.
Oh
and I
my
said,
God.
guys, you know, I just started doing YouTube at the time. I'm making good money. I said, let's just go in there. And they were like, well, what if it's too expensive? I said, just let's see what it is. So we ended up going in there and each one of us spent like 200. It was like each steak with a combo was over 100. I think it was around just under $200 each.
Jesus.
So we ended up paying like $500-600 plus tip. But I paid the whole thing. It's like, who cares? I'm making so much money on YouTube. Who gives a shit? And it was definitely the best steak I've ever had in my life. It was so good. Okay, but I don't remember what it was at all.
That kind of ties into what I was fucking saying, because somebody fucking asked him to get a fucking refund and he fucking freaked the fuck out. You know, it was so bizarre. You know, he told his audience that he doesn't have to worry about getting refunds because he's not poor. But that'll be covered, of course, in this compilation, so I'll address that when I get to it, of course. But as a perfect example of Phil being irresponsible with fucking money, you know what I mean? Like, although one could argue that Phil lives his life in the moment. You know, he doesn't worry about saving money. He spends it as fast as he gets it to enjoy his life as much as he can. But Phil has no fucking life though. He's not fucking taking all his fucking money. He's been given thousands of fucking dollars. He has been given ridiculous amounts of fucking money. And it's not like he's fucking gone anywhere amazing to fucking experience the wonders of fucking life, not shit, or experience new places, new horizons, or whatever, experience amazing, you know, like, you know, vacations and new lands and new countries or whatever and new cuisines. No, he just stayed in the fucking snort fort every single fucking day, permanently. But yeah, Phil's breakdown of the night. Essentially, this is the breakdown. JG, I know the breakdown here, the analysis of the money. Phil got about $250 in tips roughly. Super chats $192, but after the fees are taken off, $154. He got 20 memberships, which is about $88. He was given more members, but he dismissed some of them as fake, and that will also come up later on. He got 11 kick subs, so you take off the fees, Phil got just under $500. So yeah, not a great night for him. And Mialbot were a good point in as well. Every time we see Phil throwing up at other games, specifically good games, you know, Mialbot just thinks about him playing WWE Champions on stream and how he was legit the happiest we've ever seen him, which is a good point. When Phil was playing WWE Champions, he generally seemed really fucking happy to be playing WWE Champions on stream. Like he was fucking, like worlds were colliding. His little dirty secret was exposed for all, and he was getting money for it, you know. So I was like, it was the happiest we'd seen him in a long fucking time of him playing WWE Champions on stream. Like, oh, I'm getting wailing in my game. It's fucking ridiculous. And also tonight as well, Seattle here saying tonight was proof that DSP was mad that he couldn't time the reward marathon to match SSI payments. That's a fantastic theory. Why do you think Phil was super fucking desperate to have the fucking event happen at the weekend? And then have it happen as soon as fucking possible. He wanted the event to coincide with those fucking disability payments. Gee, it's an interesting theory for sure. He was hell bent on it happening as soon as possible. He was like, as soon as the start of May happens, so I was like, let's do it now. Let's hit like fucking 20 goals right now so we can do it right now. Fucking crazy. Jesus. Anyway, guys, we can't waste too much fucking time. It's Phil's not here yet. You know, fucking whatever. I'm gonna watch. So we're gonna watch the Memology compilation at 1.25 speed, just to get through it faster, of course. And then afterwards, we're gonna watch the daily crap at 1.5. Let's just get through it all.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Counter-Strike 2.
But by the way, I'm starting at 5 minutes in here because the first 5 minutes is podcast stuff. We already seen the first 5 minutes yesterday playing Bingo, so we're just starting from him playing gameplay.
And Dust 2? Seriously? So this is a modern version of the classic Dust map from Counter-Strike 1, I guess? I'm gonna figure out what this is, how to play it. Open the buy menu. So I gotta buy guns, right? There's no zoom. Oh, I'm sure my teammates will vote to boot me from the server. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Why wouldn't I get booted from the server? I fully expect to be booted from every server.
Jeez, he looks fucking miserable.
And no run, huh? You just walk and you can go slowly if you hold shift. Can't see anything.
Oh my god. He forgot to disable the mics from the other people in the game.
A troll joined the match? Are you kidding? A troll actually joined the match? What an idiot. What a waste of time. Well, I'm just gonna leave. A troll joined
What a waste of time. Let me run the fuck away because I'm scared.
the match. What? Why? Why?
For this very reaction, so you can laugh very awkwardly and uncomfortably as some of your newer fucking people in your audience wonder who the fuck's Panda Lee.
It's a throwaway game. It doesn't matter. I don't even know what I'm doing. So I'm probably gonna lose every match, like barely ever get a kill if I ever even get a kill. Who cares?
You know,
Are you the guy?
my dick and balls.
It's the guy watching his Twitch.
Is that really him? Is he the one that's caught it, Matt?
Yes! Wow, you're the guy! Yeah, you're 35 and you're the guy! Yeah!
I killed someone. Oh, it was a bot. I killed a bot. Darn. You can shut off text in the communications tab. Oh, yeah? The communications tab. No, this is not working. This is stupid. Look at all this bullshit that just popped up. The fuck? Yeah, there's nothing here. Well, we get some support for my Viewer's Choice Marathon. People wanted me to play this. I'm giving it an honest shot. Like I said, I played Counter-Strike 1 back in the day. So playing on Dust is kind of surreal over 20 years later. But we get some support for Counter-Strike.
Nope.
Can we get some momentum and support? We have 0 subs on Kick today. 0. Nothing on Kick at all. We've gotten some tips. We've gotten some super chats. We got some memberships. Nothing on Kick. 0. What are you guys doing over there on Kick today? Don't you want to see me get nice and sloppy drunk today? I guess not. I guess you just don't care.
What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser.
I received a generous $3 tip.
God, I saw this live. I saw this bit fucking live. It was so awkward. Like, Phil had to stall for time when he shouted at a fucking tip. And so he just did this fucking weird thing where he just kept repeating the number 3 over and over again.
I received a generous $3 tip. $3 tip.
Bruh.
Am I tipsy? How could I possibly be tipsy having 1 shot the entire day? And it was over an hour ago. No, I'm not tipsy.
Mark McCauley says, hint, hint. Dude, no hint, hint. I'm outright telling you, I really would appreciate some help via tipping. That's not a hint.
I should do truck sim when I'm drunk driving. Well, then we got to get there. If you the other 2 games, you guys told me to only play when I'm drunk. So can we get some support? Well, guys, we are now officially almost 4 hours into the marathon. We did not get any support from Kick today at all. 0. Not a single gifted sub has come out of Kick. So I don't know what to say about that. Typically by now we got a lot of support all spread around. It looks like Kick just doesn't really care today for some reason. I don't know. I know I don't need moral support with the point messages. Har har har. I mean actual people.
Oh, I just love it. He's complaining about all the moral. The Kick were offering bountiful amounts of moral support and feels like, fuck, give me moral support. I'd rather have the money.
Supporting the content, which you have not done today. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here staring at the screen for a while. All right, I guess we'll start this game, guys. No support coming in.
Not even a second goal or a second shot yet, so I guess we'll just play.
But so far, this edit from Emoji is on point. We're only a third of the way into the video, so 10 minutes gone by us. So far, it's fantastic. Is Phil still not awake yet? Where is the bad man, eh? Where is that bad man? Hold on. Oh, apparently somebody tweeted YouTube as well, so Grime and a Greek tweeted YouTube. Hey, YouTube, I've just watched one of your creators receive a huge membership support from a viewer. He then demanded, oh god. Yeah, I hope this is covered as well. So if, fuck it. If it's covered then cool, I'll point out, but yeah, Phil got a 20 member bomb on YouTube. Because the account was created that fucking day, he said he couldn't trust it, and he asked the person if he could get a super chat from them to confirm they're not using like a Argentinian currency. So the guy sent him a $2 super chat in US currency to do exactly what he was asked to do, and Phil said, well, maybe switch VPN to go back to America. And then the guy just said, the guy was in the chat completely just saying, look, I did what you asked, and you're still complaining. And Phil banned him for being a detractor. It's a strange, so Phil has a new rule, but Phil's brand new rule is if your account was created that day, or very close to that day, then he's not going to count your gifted memberships on YouTube.
I love it. Well, let's see what the hoopla is about.
Hoopla!
Here we are. Alex Rollo just gifted another
Here it is.
20 memberships.
Here it is, it's here, it's
well,
right
guys, I think we have a problem. You want to know what the problem is? Alex Rollo is a brand new account from today. So, sadly, I don't know if we can even trust the... I hope we can. I hope that Alex, for the record, and that really sucks, because I really hope that I'm actually getting support on this stream. I might not be. So I don't know what else to do. It kind of sucks. Like, you were gifting a few before. It's like, okay, if it's just a few, it's not a big deal. But now you just dropped a 20 bomb, okay? Which, if it's legit, is a huge amount of support. If it's fake, it's like 10 cents. So I don't know what to do now. I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place, and I hate when this shit happens. I really do. Because that's $60 of support if it's real. I hope it's real. I hope it's legit. I want to trust it, but your account is brand new. You made it today. So being a brand new account makes me very skeptical. Yeah, a super chat. If you do a super chat and it shows that it's in USD, then I know that it's real. Or
there you go. He is asked. So Phil said, okay, give me a super chat in dollars and I will know it's real. But when the guy super chat, I think Phil was expecting like a $60 super chat instead of a $2 super chat.
Too, if you tipped me via PayPal, obviously that would be legit too. And I would know that you're not using a VPN.
Phil's a scam artist.
To do all these fake memberships. And again, I hate having to do this. It sucks. We're supposed to be playing a game, and I got to dick around because these idiots found ways to abuse YouTube's system. It's so dumb, okay? If you would, let me put it this way. You're gifting memberships, and I appreciate that. But if you did a super chat that was a legit currency, at least I know the super chat's real. Anyway, so I'm not going to count it until I know we can trust it. Anyone who's getting them, congrats. But I'm not going to count it until we can actually trust it, okay? Because now it sucks because he gifted a lot, and they may all be fake, and I don't know. So yeah, if you did a super chat in a legit currency, that I could trust. If you do a tip, that I can trust. But all right, so you did a $2 super chat, and he says, here you go, Phil, and it is USD. So now the question is, do we trust it or not? How about this, Alex? From now on, if you are going to gift, it would be great if you could do super chats, because you just did a big one. If you
Fucking hell, Phil, don't be so fucking goddamn... I mean, can you imagine? Imagine that shit. Like, oh, yeah, thanks for the support, but I prefer it if you support the other fucking way.
do super chats, those I can trust, if you're doing them in USD.
And there's a message right there. This is Alex. So Alex, after that super chat and after that response, Alex Rello said in Phil's chat, oh, Alex Rello, I mean, I did the super chat that you asked for, but that's not enough. Thanks, man. Hope you see what I feel at Rocky. Now, I'm not sure what fucking Rocky said, but I'm not entirely sure what Rocky said before to Alex. But Phil saw this message, and this is how he took it.
Oh, good. So now Alex Rello is now talking shit. Okay, so now you can take your ban, and now we're not going to count those subs because they're not real. All right, what a fucking idiot. Okay, so we erase all of those. He's no longer the top gifter because they're fake. So they'll actually be Tom now. Yeah, so they were fake. Again, this is why I have to be skeptical, because when I get a new account on YouTube that was created today, and all of a sudden they're dropping a bunch of members, they're trying to fool me into thinking they're real, which means I would be at the end of today. How much you want to bet that guy would have kept dropping memberships, and at the end of the stream, I get nothing. I would have made like $1. So, yeah, so fuck him. All right, well, anyway, guys, sorry about that derailment, but it's what I got to do as a streamer. It really sucks. And it sucks because he gifted more earlier today, right? He gifted 10. Actually, he did. He actually gifted 10 earlier, and they were fake, too. So guess what? we're actually at 193, and the second shot wasn't even legit yet because his earlier memberships were also fake. Actually, he gifted another 11 before that, so actually we're at 190. Yeah, I know. Isn't that great to move that far backwards because of a fucking troll idiot? All right, well, it sure would be great to get some legit support, and I'm sorry for derailing everything, guys, really. Yeah,
I just love that. If you got to support Phil, you fucking got to fucking like prove that you're fucking who you are. You have to dox yourself to Phil Burnell so you can fucking trust the source of your fucking money or whatever and know you're fucking... I hope Alex fucking charged that shit back. I hope to hell that Alex actually fucking said to YouTube, I gave this guy money and he banned me and didn't believe I was fucking like real or whatever. Can I get his fucking money back? This guy's a cunt. I hope he fucking did that and I hope he got his fucking money back. Phil is still not awake, but why am I surprised? Phil is still kind of early. I need to remember I started earlier than usual. I can actually show you, so hold on. I'm derailing myself a little bit, but I want to show you what happened in Phil's chat when this fucking happened. There is timestamps not shit, you know what I mean? So, the fake, so, Kingdom Come Deliverance, the fake membership audit. So, and blah blah blah. So, what did Rocky say after the super chat? Because it happened a wee while afterwards. Hold on. So, was there a super chat here? I'm curious to see what Rocky said that the guy responded to. He said that is there. He responded to Rocky, said what the fuck, he did what he said and you still don't trust him. There you fucking go. He did what he said and you still don't fucking trust him. But it really was unbelievable. So yeah, fucking hell. Anyway, there's a lot more to go through, guys. Oh, I mean, check kick bands to see who's still awake. I don't know. Big Papa Phil, we must support Phil today. Well, you are a regular contributor, Big Papa Phil. So it is within your power to do that, but you chose not to, I guess. Let's refresh the kick ban list, but look at the size of the kick ban list. But you know, everything from here to here was the marathon. All this stuff that I've highlighted was all from the marathon. And the majority of them were from Phil. Doesn't feel like I joined in towards the end or whatever, but the majority of them were from Phil. So if we refresh this, I don't think Phil's going to be there yet. Nah, he's not awake yet, he's not there yet. So fucking go. Anyway, let's watch the rest of this compilation.
Give the shot back, I gotta vomit it up, right? So that person who was trying to be sneaky and gift all the fake memberships just dropped a member bomb. Did you see it? Here it is. So there's your evidence. All those memberships earlier were fake, so when I removed them, I did the right thing. It's the same idiot who's been doing this. No lie, in the last week, this person gifted over 600 fake memberships to the channel, which I get nothing for. I literally get nothing for any of them. So, what can I do, right? Nothing. So, it is what it is. I banned them, and they're going to come back with another account, probably do it again.
What did I ever do? What did I ever do to anyone?
Or they're washing clothes, so they're probably servant girls or something. Well, what a nice game that within the intro, scantily clad women, right? Chemical.
Phil, they're fully clothed. In fact, I would argue, Phil. You know, I would argue. So he's complaining about these women. They're fucking fully dressed.
Game that within the intro, scantily clad women, right?
Meanwhile, his character's half naked. And he's not objecting to that for something. I wonder why Phil's perfectly happy and satisfied with two half-naked men clinging close together and making sure they don't get separated from one another. In the water. Oh, it's so weird. It's so weird. He has no problem. Isn't that double standards then from Phil? Or is it just fucking him, you know, trying to pretend he's fucking not a homosexual?
Eh? Chemical Goods says full coverage and dark clothing is scantily clad. If you don't want to play, turn it off. Did you not see the girl on the right, you fucking idiot? The two on the left were normal. The one on the right is the one you were meant to be fucking distracted by. And she was very inappropriately dressed. So nice try, you dickhead.
Oh! 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 Oh!
Oh, large segment. Oh, God help us all.
Oh my God. I just love it. She's like, oh my God. Yeah, when they started and there was some gameplay elements, when there was the dice game, the tutorial, I was like, why did they immediately give you an hour of cutscenes? In what realm of reality? I bought this game so I could sit for an hour and just watch cutscenes. We are an hour and 40 minutes into the game. I still don't know what this game is. I'm still waiting. I'd like to know. But I told you I wanted to give it... excuse me. wanted to give it an honest chance. Like, I'm still waiting. When does the game begin so I can judge if the game is good and something I want to play? I can't even get through the intro. Here we go again. Someone tips $2. Oh, this game is great. Stop scanning chat. Oh, so I'm not supposed to pretend like there's a stream here and try to interact with people because this is obviously fucking boring as dirt? Like, I'm supposed to ignore my stream. That's what you want me to do. Now, here's what it is. Because this is what people... I'm sorry. You buy into hype too fucking much, okay? Perhaps there is an actual good game here, but if I have to wait 2 hours to even play 2 minutes of the game has failed. The idea of a game is that you immediately get immersed in a game, whether it is the story elements, the graphics, the music, the world building, the gameplay, whatever it is. I'm an hour and 40 minutes into the game and literally nothing at all has happened in the game that I would ever be interested in. I'm still waiting. And these game developers don't understand it because this game keeps coming out at a time when there's nothing else. It came out, what, February? There was literally no games. Nothing was being talked about. There was nothing to play. So, oh, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, buy it. There's nothing else out. Everyone did, and everyone overhyped it. Dude, the beginning of this game is fucking boring as dirt. It's insanely bad, okay? There may be a good game after it. This is one of the legit worst intro I've ever seen in a game. I want to go to sleep, and I'm trying so hard to get through. To get to the game, and I'm still waiting. I told you guys I was going to play each game in the marathon an hour. It's an hour and 45 minutes. Now, yes, 15, 20 minutes we were derailed. Still, where's the fucking video game? Stop being ball suckers for 5 seconds and see it from the perspective of a person who's not a massive fan of the series and didn't buy into the hype in February. I'm just trying to understand, is the game good? But where's the fucking game? I need to see the game. We need to get to it. I'm still waiting. Someone tipped $2, says, you know, it's crazy. You outright told your audience the guidelines for the marathon. Please pick a game that's quick to jump into, something that's not cutscene or dialogue heavy. Then they nominate this and they vote it all the way up, and now they're mad at you for playing it. Yeah, because again, it seems like that was the entire marathon, no? So they nominated Lost Records, which everyone knows is awful, and they want me to play that so everyone will complain. They now apparently have nominated a visual novel that's terrible and one of the most obnoxious ones ever made, okay? They nominated this game that has a 2-hour intro, so basically these trolls derailed the whole marathon, right? Like, that's it. Like, what else am I supposed to be doing? I'm playing what people nominated and voted for, and they're all awful. It's obviously we're not going to get to any good parts. If the intro is 2-3 hours long, we're not going to get to anything worth seeing during this event. So what dumb fuck nominated and voted for it? And that's not even me sliding the game. This is the criteria of the marathon were laid out very clearly of what's going to work. So why would you nominate this game? It has nothing to do. I'm not talking shit about the game. It's the idiots who nominated it to try to derail the stream. You knew it wasn't going to work. In the first hour, what happened? That would be interesting for a marathon. Yakuza has long cutscenes, so does Metal Gear. Most RPGs have them. It's called story setup. Yes, so why would you nominate it for a marathon? Where the criteria were clearly said, we're only going to play each game for an hour. So why would you do that? And it's DSP's fault. No, stupid. No, sorry, stupid. I'm really trying to get to a good part of the game. Really, I am. Where is it? Can I play a game? How many more hours do I have to sit here doing nothing with this insanely slow-paced, boring intro?
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius.
You're still talking! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Is there a fucking video game? Shut up! This is the worst fucking thing ever!
But in better ways.
They never shut up! They just talk and blather about little menial, boring shit! This is a video game? Oh my god! It's one of the worst I've ever experienced! Holy fucking shit! How am I supposed to work with this to make any content? The fucking old one. By the way, my teeth hurt. Can you get me an herb that will help my my dentures fell out. Can you find my dentures in the backyard? Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you guys like this? What am I missing? Can someone explain? I have shout outs to do. I'm going to do some shout outs. I would legitimately like an explanation of what I'm supposed to be liking about this game right now. We're almost 2 hours in. Nothing has happened. And she's telling you to do menial tasks and won't shut the fuck up. President Juan Perron did a super chat. Are you even having fun? What is there to have fun of? Nothing's happening. There's no game. There was no video until this moment where I told her to shut the fuck up and I mashed through the dialogue. There wasn't even a video game yet. You don't think this is boring? I don't think this is boring. Are you insane? This person is saying I'm lying about it. It's not boring. Yes, I lied. What happens is, see, this isn't the real game. I actually developed this intro by myself, and I pretended like this was the game to make it look bad for 2 hours on my stream today. This isn't the real game. I made it. I admit it. I programmed this myself in my free time, and I put out this sham of an intro to pretend like it was the game to give it a bad name. You got it. You've hit it right on the head.
Whoa! Whoa! This game fucking sucks. Whoa!
You've got me. You figured out my master plan. My big ruse has been lifted. The veil has been removed. Now someone took $2 says, people requested the game for months. You knew they would nominate it. It's Viewers' Choice Marathon. People made their choice. Okay, but you know the criteria for the marathon. Do you think that the game that I've now played 1 hour, 50-some minutes of, and nothing has happened yet, has actually reached the criteria of the marathon? You still haven't actually answered honestly here. All you're saying is you like the game and you're upset that I played it for 2 hours and the audience doesn't like it and I don't like it. And the game, I'm still waiting for the game. Where is the game? I'm trusting that the people who nominated the game think that I'm going to play it and hopefully enjoy it because I'm playing it during the marathon. I outright told you guys, I saw my wife play the first one and didn't like it. It was slow-paced. The combat looked awful and clunky. It was confusing. It didn't tell you how to do anything. So I said I didn't think I was going to like it. But then you guys went ahead and said, oh, we want you to play it anyway. Okay. So I just dropped $50 on it to play it during this event. I'm playing it. I'm trying to create entertaining content from it. There is nothing. There's nothing to be had. Right? Like, where's the entertainment in the first 2 hours? Zero. There's been no entertainment. I'm still waiting for a game. It still hasn't happened, right? I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't even understand. We played it. There was no game. I didn't make it up. I didn't program that intro. I played it honestly. I reacted honestly. The game's intro is terrible. Maybe the actual game is better, but I don't care because I didn't get to it. The game is fucking awful in the first 2 hours. That was legit one of the worst intro sequences I've ever experienced in any video game. They fucked it up. I'm trying to be an entertaining streamer. I can't do that with that. That's not entertainment. Seto did a $5 super chat. Play something you enjoy instead of crying. You have free will. You're a 40-year-old man. Grow up and use your free will. It's a viewer's choice marathon, you incredible fucking buffoon. That means the viewers nominated and voted on the games to play today, not me. I don't choose the games during viewer's choice, hence the name Viewer's Choice.
If it's viewer's choice, then why are you trying to make a reward for the viewers all about you? This is meant to be a fucking reward for your audience who fucking gave you all this fucking money to fucking do the fucking event in the first place. And here you fucking are, turning it back on yourself. The focus is on you getting money, you drinking fucking shots, you hitting goals. It's meant to be a reward for your fucking audience, and you're fucking lambasting your fucking audience for picking the games for viewers' choice.
Holy shit. You can't make it up. You can't make up the stupidity, the level of stupidity of what you just said. I received a $2 tip. I can't wait to read it. Holzberg says, don't pass the 2 hours if you're going to ask for a refund on Steam. Can I ask you guys a question, an honest question? Why are you guys talking about refunds on Steam? Really? Guys, I've been trying to explain this to you as well, and it seems like no one listens to me, okay? I'm not poor, okay? I can buy games on a whim and play them and like them or not. I don't have to get a refund on Steam, okay?
It's not about you don't like the game. You don't plan to fucking come back to the fucking game. And it's heaven fucking forbid you do something intelligent and financially for once in your fucking miserable fucking life. There's like getting a refund on a game which is not your fucking cup of tea. There's no badge of shame to that. It's actually quite smart to fucking get your money. So this is a $60 game. Phil was crying about the fucking price of the game beforehand. Like, he dropped 60 buckaroos or whatever in his fucking game when he fucking downloaded and installed it at the start of the fucking stream. He's not liking the game. He's not a fan of the game. It fucking made him quite upset. I don't think he's going to go back to the game unless somebody promises him a whole lot of fucking money. So why not get the fucking refund? It's just financially savvy to fucking do that. But Phil sees it as some bizarre fucking thing where he's turned around to his audience and says, I'm not poor. You think I'm a fucking peasant? You think I'm poor? You think I need to fucking show my receipt and get refunds because I'm a broke boy? I'm not poor. I'm very financially well off. You are, but then at the same time, this is after 5 hours of crying and begging his audience to fucking give him fucking money so he can drink shots and get all these goals hit. He's begging like a fucking crack over 5 fucking hours and say he's not fucking poor.
Okay, you know, I haven't been sitting here bitching. Man, I spent so much money on today's stream. I haven't said that once. Okay, so I just dropped $50 on it to play it during this event. I'm playing it. I'm trying to create entertaining content from it.
Thank you, Memeology, for fucking making sure that was highlighted. I haven't said it once. Phil's his own worst enemy.
There is nothing. There's nothing to be had. Why are you so concerned about me getting a refund? I don't need a refund. I can literally never refund this. It's okay. Here, in fact,
heaven forbid your fucking audience look out for you and your fucking financial well-being. You know, oh, Phil downloaded a game he's not quite happy with. But thankfully he's not played that long, so he can still get his money back for it, and that's not too much of a fucking loss for him. And instead, Phil does the most petty thing ever.
You know, watch this, ready? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna boot it up, so it's 2 hours and 1 minute, so I can't get the refund, okay? So then you guys can stop being so ridiculous and be like, but the refund, the 2 hour refund, I don't need a refund. I'm good. Here, continue. Watch this. Ready? Okay, it's Buddha. You see what I'm doing? Here, let's go pick some chamomile and sage, which sounds fascinating and fun, doesn't it?
Piece of shit! You're done for! You're a dead man. Here we go.
Okay, so now we're over 2 hours. You see 2.1. So now I can't refund the game. So now you can stop screaming, I need to refund the game at 2 hours, okay? That's it. That's the story. He dies there. That's the end of the guy's story, whatever the fuck his name is. So Seto did a $5 super chat and said something insulting, and then Jay did a $5 super chat and said something insulting. But the funny part is I'm not going to read either, but I'm going to keep their money. And here's another one. This person says, it's viewer's choice. Continue to play the viewer's choice games and then insults me. And that's what I'm doing. You guys nominated and voted for this game. This is viewer's choice. This is viewer's choice. That's what I was doing. And I don't know why people are freaking out to get a refund. Why? Why do I have to get a refund?
And they also asked for, like, lost records too, or whatever, push, and you fucking said, no, the detractors picked that.
Fine. I'm just another schlub who believes what people say, right? Oh, the hype of the game, right? Just listen to me. Instead of then saying, well, even though Phil outright gave us all the reasons why he doesn't want to play this, let's just nominate it, vote for it, make sure that he plays it anyway. And the funny part about it is people are like, yeah, well, what about Yakuza? Well, what about Yakuza? Yakuza works. When I play Yakuza, people are entertained. They engage, they have a good time.
Kills your fucking channel for support and engagement. It barely has massive attendance. You fucking play it because it seems to fucking appeal to you for some fucking reason. You fall asleep half the fucking time playing the fucking game. Listen, you fucking like playing that fucking game because you had to fucking have a nap during the fucking lengthy fucking cutscenes. Get the fuck out of here.
I played it, I gave it a shot. 2 hours in, everyone's screaming at me, it's so boring. I'm bored. When I play Yakuza, yeah, it's not for a big audience, but Yakuza works. I don't know what to tell you. I don't make the games, I just play them, right? I did my best. I gave it an honest try. I honestly think that's one of the most boring intros to a video game I've ever experienced. It shouldn't have been nominated for this marathon. The criteria were laid out very clearly. People basically went against the criteria to try to say, hey, how do we ruin the marathon? Right? So there you go. So you got what you wanted, 2 hours of boredom, and some moron was trying to fuck with us giving fake memberships out. That's, I mean, what, I don't know what else what you want. Like, but now people will say, oh, that was Phil's fault. How? What did I do wrong?
I make mistakes. I'm a fallible human. But most of the things that happened to me, I didn't do anything wrong. What did I do wrong? Nothing. Zero.
Being real, being honest, should I have sat here and kissed the game's butt for 2 hours and said it was great? It wasn't. It was terrible. That was 2 hours of really bad narrative and awful, introduction. I learned nothing about what the game is. It was shit, right? Here's the truth. You guys can't stand the fact that there is a successful content creator that doesn't like what you like. Or doesn't like what a lot of the mainstream likes. That's the truth. You can't stand it. Wait, everyone says the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is great, but Phil doesn't like it? How dare he? How dare he go against the grain? How dare he go against the hype? How dare he be an individual who actually stands up for things that he likes and doesn't like and has actual beliefs and actual opinions? How dare he? Oh, so angry that he won't just play the stuff that everyone else plays. I don't know what else to say. Why else would you have nominated it for today when I told you I knew I wasn't going to like it and you probably knew it wasn't going to fit the criteria of the marathon? All right, Paper Mario's downloading. And it was a full $60 still. Didn't that seriously just, didn't it come out like a year or two ago? It's still $60 because Nintendo never discounts anything. Well, I'm seriously hoping that of all the stuff that we do today, something turns into a playthrough. Because I spent full price for both Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and for Paper Mario.
If only you could have got a refund for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Oh well, it's a shame nobody warned you or told you how to get your fucking money back for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Good job you don't fucking need the money though, and good job you're fucking well off, eh?
So hopefully something turns into something today. Ugh. I'm not poor, okay? I can buy games on a whim and play them and like them or not. I don't have to get a refund on Steam.
So yeah, so in case you're wondering what else happens, there's a lot more. Phil's daily crap is 20 minutes long, and it's I mean, I've not seen the whole thing. I've seen little bits here, so I used the daily chat for my thumbnail stuff today. And I skipped forward ahead to like the halfway mark because, well, fuck it, just enjoy. And we need to see this.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025. Today was the Viewer's Choice Marathon event, and a lot happened, to be honest. Some good, some bad. I'd like to talk about it in this video and let you know the honest reactions to everything that happened today. For some things, I'm actually pleasantly surprised and happy that things came out of this event. And for other things, I'm pretty disappointed. So let's talk. Okay, so first of all, today, we started with a level 1 podcast that had a cool Vice City theme. If you can't tell, today I had lighting. I had what I was wearing today, all themed towards Grand Theft Auto Vice City because of the GTA 6, announcement and big blowout expose yesterday by Rockstar. I said, hey, let's do some cool stuff with that on the podcast today, visually. But today's podcast had 2 primary functions. Number 1, to determine what games we were going to be playing during today's viewer choice marathon based on your voting. And number 2, to determine what we're going to be doing for the next DSP Tries It, because it's been a while now since we did one, and we have many different options and things that we can do, right? So, today, we thought about it, we talked about it. As for the games, all right? Number 1, I found out that there had been a lot of troll shenanigans, that basically the number 1 game in the polling, which was Lost Records Tape 2 or whatever, actually had the least votes of any game.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
What happened was the trolls had rallied themselves on their dumbass Discord servers to go make fake accounts, dummy accounts, and dummy vote it. So literally the game had hundreds of fake votes. So I said, screw that. We're going to eliminate that from the running. Let's do things that people legitimately voted for, okay? So the games that ultimately made it into today's marathon were Counter-Strike 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the American Truck Simulator, and Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Now, the other game that was there was also Class of 09, but as I was basically talking about it on the podcast, people were like, you don't know what that game is, do you? And I was like, no, I'm not going to spoil myself on any game or whatever. And they're like, so basically, the game is a really, really bad visual novel. Like, it's meant to be insulting, cringe, and the only reason that you'd only really like it is if, like, you were really treating it as a joke, i.e., during this marathon, if you get, like, a lot of support and you're getting buzzed because you're drinking a lot, then jump in and play it. But outside of that, it's not worth your time. No one's going to like the playthrough. It really, again, was a second troll nomination. You really shouldn't pay attention to it. So I said, okay, thanks for the feedback. I'll keep that in mind. Let's see how the marathon goes. And I said, let's start with, other games. So we put other games into the poll, and people voted for Counter-Strike 2 to be the first game, okay? Now, in addition to that, we talked about what we will do for the next DSP Tries It, and after weighing and balancing various different options, we determined that Wingstop would be the next one that makes sense, simply because I've never done Wingstop before. And for me to try various, sauces and things would make more sense than me, say, doing a place that I've done before that only has like 1 new item or something like that, okay? So Wingstop will be the next DSP Tries It at 60 goals hit, okay? So we jumped into the marathon and we started with Counter-Strike 2 as voted. I played it for about an hour, okay? And to be honest, Counter-Strike 2 literally plays the same as Counter-Strike 1. To me, it feels like almost the same game. I used to play Counter-Strike 1 in the late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, Dust. Yes, that map that everyone played on. It feels the same. It doesn't even feel like they've changed it, besides graphically. Maybe they did. Maybe they tweaked the hitboxes or whatever. But man, it feels identical. Like, you die right away after getting shot. You have to get headshots to kill someone, accurately and quickly. You basically have no chance to survive. If you've gotten shot once, you can't really have another firefight. You can't get health back. There's no healing here. 1 death, that's it for the round. Everything that I remember. And it's a very strategically interesting game. Me jumping into it after having not played a game like this in ages obviously means I'm going to die a ton, although I did get some kills, and I didn't complain at all. I had fun with it. I was like, okay, I get it. I know what this game is. So going into it, knowing what to expect, I had a good time with it. I really did. And the viewing audience was like, this looks like a game that's maybe fun to play but not to watch. And I was like, well, yeah, it's not Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a game. There's tons going on. There's explosions. There's people going gung-ho, kill streaks, crazy stuff. That's not Counter-Strike at all, right? Like, that's not the game. So overall, I had a good time with it. The viewing audience seemed to be like, we're not so sure, okay? The second game we played was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Ladies and gentlemen, the footage will be live. Okay, I'm going to upload it tonight. You judge for yourself, but I gave this game an honest shot, an honest try. 2 hours I played this game. We barely got out of the intro. There's nothing going on. It's like boring cutscene, boring cutscene, boring cutscene, meaningless dialogue choice that doesn't affect anything. Boring cutscene, boring cutscene. Like, oh my God, does the game ever start? Like, no lie, in the first 2 hours, here's the gameplay elements. A tutorial fight that doesn't matter because you never fight again in the first 2 hours. A gambling game that doesn't matter because you never gamble again in the first 2 hours. And then a sneaking segment. And then another sneaking segment. That's it. I'm not kidding you. That's 2 hours of the intro of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. That was genuinely one of the worst openings to a video game I ever experienced in my life. Now, everyone claims this game is good, and I told everyone, I watched my wife play the first one. I didn't think the first one was good. I don't think the second one will resonate. That's why I'm skipping it. And I kept telling people for 3 months, I don't want to play it. People rallied. You got to play it for the viewer's choice. Do it. I spent the money. I bought the game. Okay? I gave it an honest shot, giving my honest opinions, telling you why I feel that way while I played it. All right? By the end of the 2 hours, we were still just in the intro segment in some woman's hut, gathering chamomile and other herbs off the ground. We were butt naked. This was the game. And I said to everyone, guys, maybe you like this game because someone told you what it is. Someone told you that if you keep playing, you get to a good part. Guys, I played for 2 hours during the marathon. What do you want me to do? It's boring as dirt. Okay? And I'm not kidding you. It was a combination of trolls and people who are ultra fanboys of this game rallying to tell me how wrong I was. I'm an awful person, an awful gamer. And you know what? I fucking had enough of this shit. Okay? If you are so offended that someone out there doesn't like a game that you like, okay? I'm sorry to say, you're immature.
Fuck off. Oh my god. Phil's calling other people immature. Look, Phil, is this coming from the same fucking guy who gets pissed off if, you know, his viewers are not engaging in the content he loves? Yakuza! I love Yakuza! I play Yakuza all the time. You guys don't support it, but I love it. Same for Paper Mario Odyssey. Phil was hyping that game up like crazy. He wanted to play it fucking more than anything else. But there's no audience for it, you know what I mean? And he's going to complain and bitch and whine and moan at his audience for not supporting and coming along and engaging and interacting with that fucking game. Sonny says when it gets to a boring point, I tagged it in Discord. Oh, you tagged what? The food stuff? Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, we can do it now, fuck it, we've got a little break here. Oh, so I've seen none of the food stuff, by the way. But there is a GIF here, or a GIF, however I can say it. Let's sprinkle dead skin and crumbs over the rest of the food now. Jesus Christ. I assume we didn't say it. We just... What the fuck? And let's eat it. Was this his feasting with a king? What the fuck is he eating? What in the hell is it? Jesus Christ, man. What fucking hell, whatever. We'll crack on, mate. Crack on with the other crap. We're almost halfway there. We're getting to the good bits, though. I know that at 10-minute mark, he gets really very angry with the audience.
Because the thing is, I like games and I don't like games, right? And I tell you my opinions. And you know I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm very honest when I tell you these things. These days, I'm not going to get offended if you tell me that you actually like something I don't like, and vice versa. Like, I hated Assassin's Creed Shadows. I played it for 9 hours. I said, I can't play this anymore. I'm dropping it. And people would come to my streams and be like, no, I like it. I'm going to keep playing it. I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever floats your boat. You know? You could literally watch me playing this game for 2 hours today. I was getting bored. I was yawning. Too many cutscenes. Too slow paced. Nothing going on. No gameplay. Where is the game in this game? It's not letting me play it. Very frustrating, okay? So, you can be the judge for yourself, but ultimately, I think that was a huge fail. I should have only played it an hour, but then people would have complained you didn't give it enough time. So I literally gave it over 2 hours on the stream, and people were still upset. So you know what that tells me? Only if I kissed this game's butt and said that I loved it, would people who are fans of this game have been appeased. It's one of these games that, like, there's such a rabid, adamant fan base who love it, and they're so stupidly biased that they can't take an opposite opinion.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Say, oh wait, someone might actually not like this game. Well, guess what? I don't like this game. I told you up front, I didn't like the first one. I probably wasn't gonna like the second. Awful intro, didn't fit the format of the marathon. Don't know why people nominated it. Played it for over 2 hours, gave it a chance. Awful waste of everybody's time, including mine. What do you want me to do? Lie? Say I loved it? Kiss your butts? Sorry, it's not a good game in my opinion. It sucked ass. Like, what do you want me to do? So, listen. I'm sorry, because so many people were so offended during the stream, I don't know what else to do. I'm not going to be a fake. I'm not going to lie, but it actually pissed people off. We had people who had previously really supported my streams and my previous marathons. Like, oh, I can't believe this. I'm not going to support this. Well, fuck you. Did you hear what I just said? Fuck you. You stupid, closed-minded, selfish, biased individuals who don't understand that not everyone has to like everything you like. And if that means you don't come back, tough shit. I'll still be here. I'll survive. But people were acting like entitled, brats, spoiled, rotten assholes on my stream today. Outright insulting me just because I didn't like the game. No one actually made a valid point of why I was wrong. They just said things like, oh, you're a horrible gamer. You're a horrible streamer. It was nothing legit. And it actually irked me the wrong way. If you can't tell, I'm talking about this a lot. It actually pissed me off. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm not going to change who I am. I've been a content creator now for almost 18 years. I'm not going to change who I am because people like the game and I don't. Okay?
This is the same guy who promises to his audience that he was so mature back in the fucking day when he first started creating content on YouTube, and he's changed so much since then. Phil cannot stick to a fucking script here. Either he's actually changed for the fucking better, or he stayed true to himself the entire fucking time. You can't have it both fucking ways, Phil. Which one is it?
So, after that debacle, we had some food. For those who don't know, you probably...
Fuck off.
That's some fucking food. What a surprise that was. Thank you very much to Chris Sizemore for popping our 17-month bingo Barry Mercer message saying, keep in mind, he's talking like this to his fans, the people who pay his bills, the people who fund his entire life. Exactly. Big fucking exactly.
So, after that debacle, we had some food. For those who don't know, because you probably didn't see it yet, it was a poke bowl and a spicy salmon flatbread, some Hawaiian food. It was pretty cool and unique. I hope you'll watch Feasting with the King on DSP Reacts. That's the one video from today I'm uploading to that channel. The next game that we played was American Trucking Simulator. We played it for about 45 minutes, and it was pretty fun. It's chill. It obviously doesn't have amazing graphics, but it seemed fun. I played the very basic version of it without all the nuances of actually starting the truck, and I was obviously hamming it up. I was paying attention to chat and drinking a White Claw and distracting myself purposefully to try to make it entertaining. People seemed to like that, and some people were even like, would you bring it back? And I'm like, you know, we messed around with it for 45 minutes. I don't know if this would really be a full 2-hour stream, but I'd consider it, okay? And then lastly, Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door. We played that for about 90 minutes, okay? Great game. Loved it because I played this back on the GameCube back in the day. I always said that I wanted to play it again. It got remade for Switch a year or two ago. I didn't play it. We finally played it for today. Great game. My only complaint, I wish it was 60 frames per second. I don't know why it runs at 30 frames on the Switch. That's ridiculous. They could have definitely made this run at 60. That's lazy. But outside of that, the game has great, great gameplay mechanics, great story. It runs well. It's just a great game, outstanding. It's in the vein of Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario. It's kind of a hybrid. I love it, okay? So I had a great time with it. Guess what happened? Everyone goes, oh, this game is boring. Phil's enjoying a game? Oh, terrible. Awful game. Why is Phil like this game? Why couldn't...
Phil, the whole premise of the day was viewer's choice. And the game didn't get a lot of votes, but you decided you wanted to fucking play it. So you ignored the whole point of the marathon, which was viewer's choice for you to play the games your viewers asked for and demanded more than any other games. And you retconned the results to just fucking say, you know what, I want to play this game instead. And then you act surprised when you play the game that nobody fucking voted for.
Couldn't he have liked Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? I'm not kidding you. These people stuck around to be sour grapes on my shit. Oh, the game we like, he doesn't like, but he likes a different game? Oh, we can take it. What the hell is wrong with people? So, ultimately, here's the deal. This marathon, viewer's choice, right, was definitely derailed and spoiled by people who willingly tried to derail and spoil it. They
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
knew that Lost Records wasn't going to work, so they nominated it and voted for it with trolling fucking, people off Discord servers and fake accounts. They knew Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 had an insanely long intro that doesn't even get to the main game, so they made sure that that would be part of the marathon. They even tried to get this shitty Class of 09 game, and luckily I didn't bite that bait. Imagine if I'd played that too. Like, this would have been one of the worst marathons I've ever done. So, ultimately, this marathon was a derailed mess because of the availability of trolls, or the ability of trolls to influence it and change it for the worse. This is why when people say, why don't you do fan lobbies? Why don't you do things that have interactive control? This is why. Because every time that I present an opportunity for this interaction, the trolls derail it. That's what they do. They knew that the last several marathons that I did were very successful. They saw how well I did, making over $1,000 the past 2 marathons, and they said, let's fuck them this time. And that's exactly what they did. The next marathon will not have any influence whatsoever from these outside influences. We're going to talk about it on the podcast as legit audience to viewer, to creator, viewer to creator, and we're going to figure it out. And I already kind of know what I want to do. Maybe we'll think of something else between now and the next one. But I feel like we should have done a different idea that we already had talked about. Would have done much better. But, I'm stupid and I let people interact and influence my content. And it derails shit. So shame on me for being gullible, I guess, right? Anyway, what I would say is out of today's marathon, definitely I would consider American Trucker Simulator. And I would consider also Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door as future playthroughs. I don't think anyone gives 2 fucks about me playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The game just seems like this open world jarbled mess. Maybe if you use a guide or a bunch of fucking fanboys come together, they can figure out how the game is good. Sorry, I played over 2 hours. I wasn't impressed whatsoever. I thought that it was incredibly boring. And as for Counter-Strike 2, again, it's a game that I know I would like, but I don't know if it translates well to an audience, all right? I would definitely like everyone's feedback on this, and I mean it. I'm going to upload gameplay. I want you to leave comments on the gameplay and let me know what you think. And that doesn't mean to say, oh, I like the game and you don't, so you're a loser. I want to hear why something's good or bad. I want to hear why you think it works for an audience or it doesn't. Why is this game worth my time, or why will it never work? I want to hear actual, influential, intelligent, constructive criticism, not stupid, dumb shit from the mouths of idiots, okay? Which is sadly what I get bombarded with a lot these days. So,
I mean, it's your fucking idiots, Phil. These are your audience members. These are your viewers. These are your community members that you're berating here. This is what you cultivated after all these fucking years. Is Phil not live yet still? Jesus Christ, man.
I'm just about to end this recording session, and I'm going to upload a lot. I got the podcast. I got all this gameplay to upload. I got the Feasting with the King that I'm going to upload to DSP Reacts. I'm not going to put thumbnails on anything. I'm tired. It's already 10 p.m. I'm out of here, all right? How did we do? Well, we did hit $500 to support. Okay, that's great. 3 goals, so I did better than if I did it.
He sounds so disappointed. Oh, I hit 500. Oh, that's great. Like, he made it his goal. Remember his aspiration for this year. He wants to get one stream that gets like $4,000 in support and contributions, right? Well, 3,000, 4,000. He wants that in one singular marathon, so he can prove to everyone and the Kino guys that he doesn't need Kino Casino to get thousands and thousands of dollars of fucking money. They can be as successful without them as he was with them. And of course, spoiler alert, Phil, you ain't shit without the Kino.
How did we do? Well, we did hit $500 to support. Okay, that's great. 3 goals. So I did better than if I did a standard day. I did extra goal. We're 3 goals into our next DSP tries it. I got to drink a bit. I had a couple White Claws. I had some shots. It was fun. Overall, like I told everyone at the end of the night, I had a good time. But I think moving forward for the rest of the year even, no more viewer's choice bullshit. No more chance for these idiots to try to influence stuff. Instead, we concretely think up good ideas during my streams, and we use those to run into great marathons. That's what's going to work. Not this nonsensical garbage of people trying to influence stuff and then steering it the wrong way. Not fanboys coming to yell at me about why I don't like a game and I'm a loser. Fuck all that nonsense. I'm so far past that crap. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy that I'm not in fanboy communities, that I have to be inundated with either loving or hating something. I mean, same thing with South of Midnight, where it was a game that I legitimately was enjoying for the first session, and everyone shat on me for liking it. How dare you? Don't you know that the internet collectively hates South of Midnight? So why would you like it? Well, because I'm not a fucking robot that does what I'm told. I'm not programmed. I'm not a cog in a machine. I think for myself. Oh, well, everyone likes Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. How dare you not like it? Well, because I'm not a sheep. I have a brain, and I think for myself. Sorry. If you come to my content, it's always going to be like that. And I think tomorrow, when people come back to my streams, the people who know me, like me, and are okay with that are going to be like, this is fine. Good to have you back. Let's have another awesome day. But then, you're going to have the idiots, the moron trolls, who are only here to try to steer me in one direction. Notably, a hell of a lot of people on the kick streams, again, the good old boys club. Oh, he didn't like it. Well, tough shit. All right?
I mean, if you don't fucking like the people on the kick, you can fucking just stop streaming on kick. Or are you too fucking greedy to fucking do that, you fucking whiny bitch?
Tomorrow, it's going to be a normal day of streaming. Level 1 podcast, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which I'm excited for. The game is absolutely outstanding. Heading further into the main story. And late stream will be Minecraft Java, which I'm also excited for because we have mods installed, great graphical enhancements with the shaders. I'm going to try to get the controller working, which will make it even more chill. Because that means that I can actually play it the way that I like to play it. So let's see how stuff goes tomorrow. Hopefully smoothly, and we have a cool streaming day. All right? All right, guys, I got a lot of uploading to do, but I got to rest my voice. As you can see, my voice has been hoarse all day. Likely because the air conditioner's been hoarse all day. All right, I'm out of here. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the gameplay content. Again, give me your thoughts and feedback, and I'll see you all in the morning. Have a good night.
There we fucking go. So we managed to get through not only the emoji compilation, but we also got through the daily crap as well. There's a couple of things that wasn't covered in that emoji compilation here. Look at this. He has brand new rules. Wasn't these brand new rules?
So, whole payment, thanks for the gifted membership. So here's the deal, all right? We're going to lay down some ground rules moving forward.
Watch this, wasn't this?
If you have a brand new account on YouTube and you give memberships, I can't trust them. Okay, just being honest. If you have a brand new account and you're someone who wants to support, you got a tip, you got a super chat, you got to do something else. Because these brand new accounts that come on YouTube and gift these memberships, 9 times out of 10, it's fake. It's Argentinian. It's worth nothing, okay? In the case of Hall Payman, he's been doing super chats for weeks. Legit super chats. He just did another one and then he gifted a membership. But I'll even say this, Hall Payman, don't even bother. Like, just do a super chat, okay? Or just do a tip. There's no point in even doing the membership at this point. Like, that's what I would say. Just do the other things. We know the other things are real, all right? Regulars gifting memberships, of course we know that they're real. These are people who've been around for years who've been supporting. So those are legit, all right? So from now on, if we get people coming on here with brand new accounts and they start dropping member bombs, I'm just not going to trust them, okay? That's going to be the new rule of thumb. If a member bomb comes in, I check. If that account is brand new, I don't count it, okay? If you are legit new and you want to support, do a super chat, do a tip, do whatever. Those can be trusted. If you're on Kick, those can't even be fake, all right? Fair enough? Okay.
Jesus, man. Imagine, like, oh, Phil doesn't trust you because you're new. He'll only trust you, though, if you fucking give him a lot of fucking money. You can buy Phil Bonnell's trust for as little as $150 fucking dollars per stream. Otherwise, you're dead to him. Jesus fucking Christ, man. There's like, I wanted to show you guys the end as well, so it wasn't covered in the compilation, and it wasn't in Daily Crap as well. I wanted to show you the outro of the marathon, because that's also worth a wee watch. It's like 6 or 7 minutes long.
But, you know, the big disappointment today is that now I kind of know that for the next several marathons, we can't be doing viewer's choice because the trolls think that they're going to, like, dominate this marathon, right? Like, think about what happened today. What happened today? I'll tell you what happened today. They basically tried to control the polls. They tried to get me play games that they knew weren't going to work for a marathon. Like, they thought Counter-Strike 2 wasn't going to work, except it did, because I actually like Counter-Strike 1. I guess they thought I never played Counter-Strike 1 because they're...
But apparently, trolls are also responsible for Counter-Strike being fucking played. Remember when Phil was playing Counter-Strike, he was fucking telling everyone, oh, I'm playing this in so long, I only played Counter-Strike 1, I'm getting killed over and over again or whatever. And by the time the marathon ends, Phil has somehow convinced himself that he's actually really good at Counter-Strike 2, and the trolls were stupid to fucking pick that game for Phil to play, because like he apparently destroyed everyone in it.
They thought Counter-Strike 2 wasn't going to work, except it did, because I actually like Counter-Strike 1. I guess they thought I never played Counter-Strike 1 because they're retarded idiots. Like, no, I played Counter-Strike 1. I know what kind of game it is. And actually, Counter-Strike 1 was fun, I feel. I had a good time with it. It's just, it's not fast-paced like Call of Duty, right? So, it's fun to play, but I don't know how fun it is to watch unless you're competitive, which obviously I'm not competitive in it, right? But I had a good time with it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was a waste of time, and everyone knows it. I played 2 straight hours and still didn't get to the main gameplay of the game. We were still in the intro segment. The game has such an insanely slow, awfully cutscene-filled intro. There's no way it should have been in the marathon. It was a complete waste of my time and everyone else's. You know, it was just stupid. And then the fanboy brigade comes out at the end. Oh, well, you don't like it? No. I don't like it because I played it for 2 hours, and we're still in the intro, and we haven't played the game yet. And you can't deny that it has a slow, awful intro. You'd be lying if you said it didn't. Sorry, but people are just such fucking fanboys over shit. I just don't understand it. Why they like rally for certain things. Personally, I don't know if I would like the game or not if I actually got into the main game, but man, did it not fit this marathon at all, right? Like, it was not for what we should have done today. The truck driving simulator game was fun, but very basic. And I feel like that's something that, like, moving forward, if we were to do, like, maybe a chill stream or whatever, it might work, but I don't know about doing it for, like, a whole stream. Like, we did it for 45 minutes and it worked. But that's because we did one run. I don't know about doing more than one run. And it seemed like the expansions were really expensive. So I don't know how much content is, like, in the base game or whatever, right? And then Paper Mario is a game right up my alley. I know that I would really enjoy this as a playthrough in the future, but look what happens when I play it. Oh, look, attendance dwindles and everyone leaves and says it's boring. It's like, well, yeah, because it's a good game. So because it's a good game, and it's solid, and has a good story, good gameplay mechanics, good music, you hate it. It's interesting take, right? Very interesting take from these people. Anyway, overall, I had a great time with the marathon. I'm sad that it got derailed. I'll tell you this. Next marathon, we are absolutely doing something that I want to do, and that will work. So
trying to fucking imply that he doesn't want to do anything his audience fucking asks for because he doesn't trust them to fucking pick things that he'll like. Because apparently I don't fucking have the mental, capacity to fucking pick games that'll give him tons of money. As you can see, Phil's going live, but I'm just waiting for him to go live, and I'll put him on pause, and we'll watch the last thing. We'll watch the rest of that wee fucking thing, Watch the rest of his outro from last night, and then we'll fucking get into this. But Jesus Christ, man. Phil, I don't know why Phil's so fucking late today, but for whatever fucking reason, he's very late today. I guess he'll blame the alcohol. I think I'll fucking tell his audience he would have liked to have drank more alcohol, but his support wasn't forthcoming.
Oh, whether that is a return of Mega Man classics, whether that's, returning to things that maybe people want to see, like maybe doing some Five Nights at Freddy's, whether it's the Closet Festival, which outright earlier today, someone said, dude, the Closet Festival would have been amazing. You would have been hitting goals like crazy. People would want to see the next hat, the next vest. I know. No shit. I know the Closet Festival would have worked, but people voted for this. Because guess what? It's the fucking trolls. It's these idiots who come out in droves and just fuck with stuff, right? The truth is, I still had a great day. I still had a fun day with all of you, and I don't care about the financial aspect of it, quite frankly. We do well. Like, every single day that I stream, we're doing good. It's not like, oh God, because I had a slow marathon, and we didn't make $2,000 in support like we did during my birthday, it's over. It's not. But it is frustrating that they were able to derail this marathon with nonsense because the voting is so skewed, and, there's no real way to stop people from abusing it. So, next time around, it'll be something that either we come up with together on, like, a podcast or whatever, and it'll be something that will work, okay? Five Nights at Freddy's marathon, that worked. Okay? Mega Man marathon, that worked. Birthday marathon, that worked. The last viewer's choice, technically, yes, they tried to derail it then, but it still worked. This one, not so much. So, I guess we'll see. All right? But you might say, well, what games came out of this? Definitely, I would say we could do an attempt at a stream of the trucking simulator and see if that becomes a
Who fucking cares?
Stream. And also, Paper Mario, I would love to play more Paper Mario, but everyone in the chat is complaining it's boring. So you don't like good games. Same people who probably were screaming for Class of 09, a terrible fucking game, right? Anyway, all right, it was all good. And thank you. Again, I'm out of here. I'm not going to sit here and beg. I'm just going to say, good stream overall. I had a good day. I hope that you guys did too.
I'm not going to sit here and beg, he says, after 10 hours of begging.
And tomorrow we're back to normal. Tomorrow's a normal streaming day. We'll have a podcast in the morning, and it will be Player Obscure Expedition 33 on the first stream. And the late stream is Minecraft, Java with the mods and all the fun stuff. I'm going to try to get my controller to actually work with the mods tomorrow, so that way it'll be a little bit easier to play, okay? So hopefully you'll join me for that tomorrow, okay? And we'll be back on track. We did hit 3 goals today. I'm happy with that. Now we got a head start on the goals for next week, which is DSP tries it Wingstop, which we determined today.
Who fucking cares?
All right, guys.
That was his outro, essentially. That was his fucking outro day last night, and then he had a fucking all meltdown and all that shit. There's one more thing to go through, actually. There's one more thing to cover. And, I actually had it liked here. Lecturer has a trailer. He has a trailer for Familia DSP 220, and it's going to premiere on Saturday, it seems. So let's enjoy a trailer before we start bingo, shall we?
On the next Familia DSP, we are taking a trip into the Snort Fort.
Philip Paul Burnell called in claiming he's received threatening emails.
Catherine, I just want to give you a heads up that I got fucked up emails.
I don't know why he's just staring at me.
Why the fuck is the detector going off?
You should listen to the conversation I had with the guy.
Miss Whitney, I need you to open this gate.
A look into how Phil operates his household.
Watch out for creatures and look out for loser troll detractors. Catherine, you awake?
Watch as Phil has trouble coming to his senses.
Holy shit, Duty is here.
Phil, what the hell is going on?
Shit, I dozed off for a second. What in the...
Catch an all-new Familia DSP this Saturday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Style Time.
Jesus. So yeah, there's a new lecture episode coming. There's a new lecturer one coming. And fun fact, Broside Phil did not have to help whatsoever with the voice. You know, he offered to help Lecturer with the voice stuff. And Lecturer told him, nah, I got it. And it sounds pretty fucking crazy, you know what I mean? So yeah, Broside Phil is going to be a feature part of the next lecture episode. And speaking of Broside Phil, I was on Broside Phil's stream earlier on. He was about to end the stream, and he had like 80 likes, and he said to me, if I get 100 likes now, can we get a free space? I said, aye, go for it. He's going to end the stream in like 18 seconds. I thought, yeah, sure. He's not going to get 100 fucking likes in 18 fucking seconds. Yeah, he got 100 likes. He got like fucking 120 likes in the space of fucking 20 seconds. It's fucking ridiculous. But aye, we have a free space of bingo basically because Broside Phil made a deal with me, and his viewers came up good for him, and they got the free. He got the 100 likes on the stream. So yeah. He locked in the free space. So yeah, we got one free space straight away because Broside Phil's audience got 100 likes for his stream. Anyway, we need to now prepare ourselves for some bingo today, and obviously to do that we need the bingo number for today's bingo card. So the second number in chat, I see the second number will be the one I use for today's bingo card. So let's see. The second number in chat I saw, so the first one was Sonic. And the second number was from Mark O'Shaughnessy. It says 1313. So there we go. We're going to use it. We're going to use that as the second number. So 1313. There we go. And that's the bingo card we have for today's show. Thank you very much, Mark, for helping us pick today's bingo card. We need Phil to say and do the following. We need Phil to talk about drama in some capacity. Him saying momentum, hilarious, support, and feedback. The second row is Phil saying schedule, friend, actually, him pointing at the camera, and him saying voted. The third row is Phil ignoring a troll tip, him saying detractor or trolls, him saying marathon, him having dead air, and him making a weird noise. The fourth row is Phil's voice cracking, him being all toxic, him saying life, him discussing politics in some manner, and him saying you see. The fifth and final row is Phil saying wow, nobody or no one, you know what I mean, on demand, and finally, wrong. That's today's bingo card we have for today's show. Good stuff indeed. As I said, we got one free space immediately from the get-go. Thanks to Broside Phil streaming along at 100 likes. So yeah, there's a variety of ways though we can get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house. For example, if Phil burps, sips, or snorts 10 times before he starts recording for his shitty gameplay, that gives us all a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that also gives us a free space. For every 5 new or regional members we have to the bingo streams, that gives us a free space. And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces. If we get 50 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, that gives us one free space. If we get 75 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, that gives us 2 free spaces. And finally, if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get free spaces, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on the bingo stream, so you guys are in full direct control of some of the ways we can get free spaces. The rest of the ways are controlled by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him big and like the little bitch that he is. And of course, there's one more way to get a free space. If Jade shows up and Phil says hi to him, we get a free space and we get to play this sound.
Squeak, squeak, a free space.
So there we go, good stuff indeed. Now, obviously, as you can see, the bingo prize fund is currently sitting at 105 buckaroos right now. There's plenty of ways for us to obviously make that bingo prize fund go up more and more. For example, if we get a full house today on the bingo card, 25 out of 25 on that board, we add $10 to that bingo prize fund. Every single Friday, we try and pick 3 very challenging marble maps to see if we can complete these courses. And if we have any marbles completing those courses, for every marble map completed, we add $10 more to that bingo prize fund. A quarter of the money I make on YouTube every single month goes towards that bingo prize fund as well. So obviously all the membership, super chats, not jazz, they all add up and they all get towards that bingo prize fund. And obviously last way, tips. 100% of tips I get, no matter how big or small that tip is, also goes directly towards that bingo prize fund. So there you go, that's all the ways that we can try and make this bingo prize fund grow between now and the end of the month. Because at the end of the month we're going to have a marble race. But to explain about that, I'm going to let Phil do it for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy, any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thanks, you fucking weird-eyed twat, for explaining that for us all so perfectly. I guess the only thing left to do before we begin the bingo is for me to press the random Scottish soundboard button once more. And on that note, it's time bingo. Good luck everybody. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
What the fuck? Is he too fat to fucking wear these fucking shirts now? Why does he never fucking button them up? It looks like a fucking reject from that fucking bowling movie with fucking what's her face? What was that called again, that movie? Yeah, fucking Jesus. Good movie.
On today's show, we're going to talk about yesterday's marathon and what we learned from it. Because, man, I learned a lot from yesterday's marathon. That's for sure.
Wait, what the fuck was that fucking Muttley laugh?
Marathon and what we learned from it. Because, man,
I'm counting out the weird noise. He's tried to laugh, but it just sounds like, you know, it sounds like some sort of fucking team version of fucking Muttley.
Burger.
That's a weird noise I've ever fucking heard one.
I learned a lot from yesterday's marathon, that's for sure. In addition, there are 2 big news stories today to be covered. One regards a follow-up to the situation regarding the lawsuit that Nintendo has filed against Palworld. There is a huge update that is concerning, disturbing, weird, and we're going to talk all about it. In addition to that, this morning, a lot of information was released about the new upcoming Mafia game, including a whole new trailer, and I think that we will watch it together, and I will react and let you know my honest thoughts, as well as some additional info that has been released about the game. So, an exciting show today. Get ready, because it is time for another awesome edition of the Level 1 Podcast.
Who fucking cares? Let's pass forward past this shitey intro. Just make sure you're gonna go. Yeah, who fucking cares? We have 2 things ticked off on the board so far. Good start. 2 the bingo card. 2 down, 23 to go. We'll take about 22 to go because we've got a free space already.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the show. Today is Thursday, the 8th of May, 2025. Today is the fallout from yesterday's Viewer's Choice Marathon event, as well as the continuation of my very elongated 7-day-long streaming week. Please bear with me today. My throat is kind of gunked up.
Who fucking cares?
Of both allergies, all right, as well as the fact that we've got issues this week with this marathon and longer week. My throat is kind of worn out, all right? So...
Wait, Phil, you're trying to get fucking pity from your audience because you are desperate to do the fucking... Phil, nobody forced you to do the marathon yesterday. Personally, I think it was dumb as fuck for you to do the marathon in the middle of the fucking week. It would have made far more sense if I could just wait to the fucking Friday, where it doesn't fucking matter if your throat's all fucked up anyway the following day because you don't have to fucking stream. But you're the one that is determined to fucking have that marathon happen that fucking day. No, you get no fucking sympathy or pity from me because you fucking moved every single fucking goalpost possible to ensure that marathon happens. You fucking fabricated fucking troll tips and all that shit, you know, where some magical mystery fucking tip out of fucking nowhere, and you carry nowhere a fucking day stream fucking support goal, and everything else means you managed to magically hit the marathon goal. Who would have saw that coming, apart from everyone saw it coming? You get what you fucking deserve, Phil. Suffer.
It sucks. It really does. And I'm sorry that my throat sounds terrible. But I'm going to try to tough through it as usual. I still have all of today and all of tomorrow to get through. And I apologize in advance for me having to clear my throat or do things like that.
Who fucking cares?
What can I do, right? All right. So today we got quite a few different things to talk about. The good news is both good and bad came out of yesterday's marathon, for sure. Like, we determined some really good things about not only the future, but some future playthroughs and things like that. So I'm excited for that. Because like I said, every time that we do any kind of a marathon where we're doing a variety of games, my goal is that we can at least get something out of each event that we do. right? And I do feel like we did get that yesterday, that now we know a couple of playthroughs, or maybe not necessarily playthroughs, but games that we can play on and off in the rotation. And quite honestly, I think we learned exactly how to handle stuff moving forward when it comes to these kind of events, all right? So we're going to talk about that today. But also, I want it to be a normal day. You know, the marathon is over. I want to get back into normalcy. I can't wait to talk about game news today. This story between Nintendo and Palworld is just wild at this point. Like, I can't believe that it's gone to the lengths that it is, and it's continuing on. Some interesting stuff about Mafia today, which is great. I'm also very excited to jump into Clear Obscure Expedition 33 again. As you know, this has been an absolutely great game and playthrough, and I'm very excited to play more of it. So,
who fucking cares?
Thank you guys so very much for chilling and coming by today and hanging out with me. I'm excited for it. All right, I am. So, let's talk about all of this. All right, let's get down to it. Let's begin with the marathon yesterday, because like I said, a few things came out of it. I'd like to get through that so we can get to new stuff and not have it be this lingering topic all day long. All right, so let's do it. First of all, thank you to Ether. Ether has gifted a sub on Kick this morning. I appreciate that, Ether. That's our first contribution of the day. So let me get this on the leaderboard. So first off, I kind of mentioned this very briefly yesterday, but never really, talked too much about it. Yesterday just started off on the wrong foot right from the get-go. And what do I mean by that? So yesterday, I was setting up for the
oh, I know what he's talking about. Phil, I'm counting this is a beg, by the way. I'm counting this as a beg. Phil somehow done some sort of strange fucking chain reaction of tripping over something, and something fell into something, and something fell into something else. Basically, his monitor he uses to observe the stream has a crack in it because it fell on top of his computer, his streaming computer.
Marathon. And as I was setting up over there for the marathon, I say over there because that's where my PC desk is with my monitor, the actual, streaming and capturing PC and all the office equipment and stuff like that is over there. So, I'm setting it up and everything. I'm getting everything ready to go. And what happens is when I finish the setup, I turn my monitor. So instead of facing that way towards the chair, I turn it so it faces this setup over here where I'm actually, streaming from. And as I turn the monitor on the stand, it's on a stand that lifts the monitor up, I'd argue around 6 to 7 inches off of the surface of my desk. I turn the monitor and I let go, and the monitor falls completely off of the stand, and it falls so hard that it knocks my speaker off. It actually pulls the wires that are also the modem, so the whole modem falls off and comes crashing down to the floor. The monitor itself hits the corner of my PC, creating a giant scratch through the monitor, a big curved scratch, and the whole PC gets all its wires pulled, so that the webcam's USB cord popped out, and it hit the restart button on the front of the PC, restarting the PC as well. And I'm like, what in the holy hell just happened? I mean, what a bad way to start a day when I'm about to be streaming all day, and I'm looking like scared. I'm like, did I just damage my whole setup? You know what I mean? Like, did I damage my computer? Did I damage the monitor? Well, I did. I damaged the monitor. The monitor now has this giant scratch on it that it doesn't look like it's going to be repaired. What I did is I used some glass cleaner and electronic cleaning cloth, and I sprayed it, and, basically buffed the whole monitor. And there were spots where there were damage that I did get it off, but now...
Well, what a surprise. Phil was busy buffing himself before the fucking stream began. Some things never change.
Now there is a huge curving scratch, okay, in the monitor. And I was like, oh my God, great. There's not much I can do about it. I'm not going to buy a whole new monitor just because there's a scratch on it. It's distracting. Like, as I'm sitting here, I'm staring at it. It keeps catching my eye. I think eventually what'll happen is get used to it. But, I mean, you want to talk about, that's how the freaking, how the day started. And I'm like, oh my God, right? Like, I guess a taste of things to come, okay? So, the premise of Viewer's Choice is that this is an event where the viewers of my content, not me, but the viewers of my content, nominate and then vote for games that I'm going to play during a marathon setting. The purpose of the Viewer's Choice Marathon is simple. Let's play a variety of games in a short period of time so that basically we can get a good idea of games that maybe I either haven't played or maybe I haven't played in a long time, and we can get a taste for them and see what they are. Are these games that basically just don't fit my content style? Or are these games that maybe are interesting and I just haven't had a chance to play them yet? And now, having tested them in this marathon setting, maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't, okay? So, typically, when I do one of these marathons, there's a few good games, there's a few big duds, there's usually a couple troll nominations, trolls trying to get games in there that they know are not going to work. Well, this time around, okay, because we were kind of rushing to set this whole thing up, I didn't really have time to say screen or how can I say, how can I explain this?
Basically, you're too much of a lazy bastard to fucking confirm the fucking games that are fucking being picked by your audience for games that would work for a fucking 1 hour per fucking game session. For some bizarre fucking reason, you fucking accepted a very fucking long, like 100+ hour game to test it on fucking stream. And then you fucking complained that it took fucking forever to get past the fucking intro. Heaven fucking forbid some games should have so much fucking depth to it that it takes hours just to get through the fucking intro.
Properly. Normally when we do a Viewer's Choice Marathon, there's like a month build-up. right? So there's like 2 weeks for people nominated. Then we narrow that down. We look at the games that were most nominated. We can figure.
Phil, that's your fault though. This all comes back to you and being a student. So this is all entirely your fault. You were not properly prepared. You're the one that dictates what fucking happening. Yeah, never mind viewer's choice. You're the one that decides ultimately what you fucking do your fucking content. You're the one that was ill fucking prepared to fucking have this fucking shit ready to fucking go. Don't fucking blame your fucking audience. That's all on you. For your lack of fucking professionalism, lack of fucking preparation, just lack of fucking general effort into your fucking craft.
Figure out what works, what doesn't, what's this game, what's that game. Then usually there's a poll or a series of polls, and we talk about it. There's hype build up, right? In this case, because we were trying to fast forward into this marathon. Remember, we hadn't even discussed.
Oh, you were fucking trying to fucking fast forward into fucking marathon for reasons undisclosed. Although I like the fucking theory that it was desperate to try and get a fucking marathon happen, and it started a fucking month to try and fucking tie in and coordinate with a fucking, you know, disability fucking welfare checks from his fucking dent-headed audience. I like that fucking theory. Why was Phil super duper fucking desperate to fucking have a marathon happen last fucking weekend? Right at the start of the fucking month. Why was he fucking super duper desperate to fucking have a fucking event happen immediately afterwards, you know? But no, he had to wait until like fucking yesterday. A whole week into the month. It's bizarre. I don't understand why Phil was super duper desperate to try and fucking get a marathon going as soon as humanly possible.
Discussed or determined that this 50-goal marathon event would actually be viewer's choice until like a week ago, right? Not even maybe. It was like last minute. We were trying to rush through, okay? So because of that, I just really didn't have enough time to fully flesh out games that I think would have worked in this event. I basically tried to just believe that people who nominated games had my best interests at heart, all right? I'm going to be honest with you. In some cases, I do believe that was the case. And in other cases, I feel like games were directly nominated and voted for because the parties who did that knew those would not work either for my content creation style or for the marathon.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay, there's a couple cases here that we can cover. So let's talk about the marathon itself. First game was Counter-Strike 2. And the funny part was, I actually think that my trolls thought this game was not going to work. But I think it was actually the opposite because they didn't realize I'd actually played Counter-Strike 1 back in the day. They thought that I'm so used to the run and gun gameplay of Call of Duty that if I played a game that was very tactical, very much if you get shot once, you're pretty much dead kind of a game, that I was going to rage and I was going to freak out. And it wasn't the case at all. In fact, I was like, oh, okay, I'm starting to remember how these games were back in the day. Games like original Counter-Strike and Rainbow Six, that's how they were. They were just very, very tactical, where you had to play very carefully. You had to set stuff up. You had to wait and sit and be very patient. And then the moment that they come around the corner, you blast them, right? That's what it was. So, as soon as I muted the one moron who was trying to do dumb voice chat and I got the, stupid insulting comments off the screen, we were able to play it for about an hour. And honestly, I enjoyed it. Like, I actually enjoyed myself because I haven't played a game like that in so long that it was actually refreshing. Now, did I do well? No. I did get some kills, but a game like that, you need to be practicing actively. You need to know what the weapons are, how they're used. Remember, that game you buy loadouts each round. That game takes a lot of time investment and practice to get into. But for what it was, I was blown away. I'm like, so it's 2025 and they're still playing Counter-Strike 1 because essentially Counter-Strike 2 is just Counter-Strike 1. With some mods, they changed it over the years. The map isn't exactly the same. The gameplay isn't exactly the same, but it's very similar. I'm like, wow, it's fascinating. And people were like, yeah, there's still giant esports leagues for this game that are profitable, $1 million tournaments. I'm like, holy crap. Well, if anything, that just shows that games from back in the day, a lot of the times could stand the test of time. Universally well-regarded games that everyone said, oh man, competitively, this is great.
Before you fucking say anything, Phil, Cyber Turbo 2 does not stand the test of fucking time. Fucking get on with it, Phil. It is not going to fucking happen. I know you fucking wish for it to fucking happen because it's the one fucking game you are semi-fucking decent at ever in your miserable fucking life, but nobody gives a fucking shit anymore about Super Turbo fucking 2.
Right? So, Counter-Strike 2, in my opinion, it worked because you got to see me play a different kind of FPS and actually just kind of apply myself to it and try to learn it fast, which is difficult, but I did okay. And like I said to everyone, I would be willing to play it again, but a lot of people were like, don't think that's going to work because it's just kind of boring to watch. If I were a top player who had been playing this game for years and I knew all the strategies and everything, and seeing me being able to play well and to call out what I'm doing versus I have no clue what's going on, let me try to learn on the fly, and everyone else knows what they're doing is just, going crazy. It's a little different, right? So I actually enjoyed Counter-Strike 2, but it seems like the audience did not, all right? I would definitely be willing to play it again, but obviously I'd want to know if it would actually work and if people would enjoy it or not, because right now I'm just kind of not sure, kind of on the fence about that, if people would actually care about it or not. I don't know.
Who fucking
obviously,
cares?
Feedback appreciated in regards to that, okay? Okay. Burger. Hold on one second.
That's completely false, and they have absolutely no factual.
Someone took the bug and says, it sucks your monitor got scratched. Could you show us the damage? I could, but who cares? Who cares?
So, his audience, what is he? It'd be very easy. Look, he has a camera which can point towards it. Like, I mean, like, the other camera he has, not the one he's using now, but the other one that can point it, can point whenever. That can literally be aimed at his monitor, you can probably see that, but no. Phil's like, nah, if I see a fucking random fucking contribution, but I'm too fucking lazy to fucking show you this one little scratch, which is annoying me and only me and not affecting the audience whatsoever. Your pity is wasted on me.
Not a big deal. Thanks for the $1 tip. Okay. Anyway, so then we moved on to the second game. Now, the second game was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, alright? And for me, I was intrigued at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This is a game that came out in, what was it, February? At the time it came out, there really was nothing else going on in gaming. There was like no other games coming out that week. So it got a lot of hype and a lot of attention at the time of release, because basically there was kind of nothing else happening or going down at that point. The game that apparently got incredibly popular, and everyone liked it and played it, and people were kind of yelling at me at the time, Phil, why aren't you playing it? And I was like, well, I saw my wife play Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 for a while. She didn't like it. I didn't like watching her play. It didn't seem like a very good game to me. And, you know, that's my take. That's my opinion. And it's my prerogative to have that opinion. I don't have to like every single game that everyone likes, just like I don't have to dislike every single game everyone dislikes. We've seen that recently with games like South of Midnight, where I played for 2.5 hours and I loved it, and the entire audience told me, no, the game is woke crap, don't ever play it again. And I'm like, I don't know what to say to that. I didn't see that. I was liking it, but I'm not going to keep playing something you're complaining about and don't want to see. Okay? So, in this case, I was like, you know, since people are nominating it and they want to see it, allow me to check it out and see if it's actually good or not. Viewer's choice is a good opportunity to do that. Playing for an hour or more, you get a good taste of what a game is supposed to be, right? And then you can say, is it good or not? You know, maybe I was misjudging it. You know, recently, a couple months ago, I did a 5 Nights at Freddy's marathon. And during that marathon, actually giving 5 Nights at Freddy's a fair shake and enough time, I actually liked it. I wasn't in love with it, and I certainly didn't get overhyped by a lot of people, but I appreciated it for what it was. So I was kind of approaching Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 in that same regard, that, hey, let's together check this out. Let's see if it's any good, right? So, again, I'm not going to sit here and talk about it extra long or whatever. I played it for over 2 hours. On a marathon like this, I really should have only given it an hour, but I kept playing it, and here's why. Arguably, 75% of the time that we were playing it, it was just cutscenes, or cutscenes with a dialogue choice that really didn't matter. It was actual dialogue that's timed, just like, well, say something. You don't have to say anything. You can just be quiet and nothing changes in the story or anything. So it's kind of the illusion of choice, where it makes you feel like something's important, but it's not. But man, what actual gameplay did I do in the 2+ hours that I did of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? We did the combat tutorial, which not only did I learn, but then I won the first fight, which was challenging, because it was the first fight. I don't know much, but I won it.
Who fucking cares?
There was a dice gambling game that we did.
Is he bragging about winning the fucking tutorial fight? Like, it's a fucking introduction how to fucking fight in the game. And he's bragging he won the fucking tutorial fight. Like, yeah, aren't you kind of meant to?
Okay, and outside of that, there was 2 sneaking segments that lasted less than a couple minutes each. And then that was it. It was all cutscenes. And then at the end of the 2 hours, just get this, okay? You are naked. You are hurt, injured. And the first mission the game sends you off to do after sitting 2 hours through introduction is go harvest some chamomile herbs in the forest. Okay, now, I tried my best to give this game a fair shake, okay? If anything, what I can factually assess about the game is that the first 2 hours just aren't very good. I'm not saying that means that the entirety of the game is bad. In fact, I would argue, I don't know how so many people could actually like the game if overall the game actually is bad, all right? I think it just has a really bad intro. Like, it's so slow-moving. It's snail's pace. The blabbing, blah, 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 blah. They're just blabbermouthing everything in the intro. When you're playing a game and you want to get into it, you want to experience what that game is all about right from the get-go. And then if they want to do story elaboration or whatever, then you do that. In this game, 2 hours, and I had no idea what this was, what it was. At the end of 2 hours, I still had no clue what this game is because I barely played anything. I just sat there watching cutscenes, okay? So, the truth is, maybe it's good. Well,
and it's perfectly fine for playing fucking Yakuza games. The Yakuza games are fucking known for the extremely fucking lengthy cutscenes. But when it's a fucking Yakuza game with fucking massively long cutscenes, Phil's fucking happy as Larry. So why is it perfectly fine for that game to get a fucking pass for its very lengthy fucking cutscenes, but not fucking this game? Phil, you've got to fucking be consistent with your bitching and whining and moaning. Why are some games it's fine for them to have very lengthy fucking cutscenes, but not this game?
I, as you guys know, I'm a very honest guy, and I react and respond in a way.
Oh, you fucking know. Look, Phil, if you have to fucking tell people 20 fucking times a day that you're very fucking honest, then there's a very good chance you're not actually fucking honest. If I hear anyone tell me again that they're fucking honest, I'm going to start thinking they're not fucking being honest with me.
That's very honest and matter of fact. And so, 2 hours in, I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'm bored to tears. I can't believe how bad this is. Like, this is one of the worst intros I've ever experienced in a game. I don't know why it's snail's pace. It's so boring. I can barely pay attention. I'm so just not interested. I have no clue why you didn't actually, like, play the game for more than like 5 minutes in the first 2 hours. It's very confusing, okay? So, basically, when I said that, right, the entire stream freaked out, claiming that I was dumping on the game, that I was saying that it was an awful game, I just don't get it. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Because that's actually not what happened. And all I can surmise is that the reason that this game was actually mass nominated and voted on for the marathon is because, again, much like with other games that the trolls tend to nominate, like Lost Records or something, they knew that this game would not work for the marathon.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay? They knew that. They knew that this game had an incredibly elongated intro with insane amounts of cutscenes and that I was never going to get to anything interesting. So that's why they wanted it so badly in the marathon. Because much like a game like Lost Records, it's an incredibly boring narrative-based game, or, you know, they want it to not work. They want to derail my stream. They want to make sure that people get upset or bored or whatever it is so that the stream's a failure, right? I can't imagine if you liked that game, right? Why would you nominate it for my marathon when right in the criteria for nomination, it says, do not nominate games that have incredibly long intros?
Well, you're fucking questioning intelligence levels of your fucking audience here. You're asking why people fucking nominate that fucking game. Your audience aren't very fucking intellectually all there. What's the fairest way to fucking say this? You forgot to fucking provide instructions in fucking crayon for them to understand fully what you wanted from them.
Because I need to get a taste of the game in the first hour that I'm playing it to know if this is a game that I want to play in the future. So, if you knew that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 had an incredibly slow-moving intro that barely explains anything about the game, but it's just a lot of blah, 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 why would you have nominated it for this, you know? I don't know, you know? Take a look at what happened with Stellar Blade back during the Christmas event. All year people said, play Stellar Blade. And I said, I know I'm not going to like it. I know I'm not going to like it. I know I'm not going to like it. But then they demanded it, and I said, all right, we'll play it during Christmas. I played it for an hour. Guess what? I didn't like it. And it's like, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so, but you're forcing me to do it anyway. Okay, well, guess what? Now you see what I told you all year. I don't know what else to say. You know, in the case of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, maybe if I actually said, I will do it as a full playthrough. Let's get through the intro segment. Let's understand the game mechanics. Let's get to the main game. Maybe I would have actually liked it, right? But that's not the case. The case is, it was a marathon. I was only supposed to play it for an hour. I actually doubled the amount of time that I played it to try to give it a fair shake, and it still didn't get to the real game. So obviously there's a disconnect here, all right? And everyone, of course, always wants to blame me for everything. It's always your fault. Of course it is. It's my fault that basically I made a viewer's choice event, and I believed that I could have open nominations, open polling, and have enough legit stuff that the event would be successful. Previous events, it worked. It did. Previous events, even though we had troll nominations and things that wouldn't work, we still had more than enough that the event worked. The reason that this one blew up the way that it did was because so many people like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and people, of course, took the opportunity to take my honest observations about the intro to the game to make it act like I don't like it. Well, I didn't say that. I said I don't like the intro. We didn't even get to the game yet. How can I even say if I would like the game if I haven't even played it, right? And I also said I don't know why people nominated this for the marathon. It's like you guys are kind of conspiring against me in this case because you knew an elongated intro wouldn't have worked, right? So, I don't know. I mean, you tell me, you know, what it is, because I don't know. I really don't know the answer to this. I don't know what happened, all right? What I do know is that everyone on the internet, as usual, tried to use it as a viral moment. Oh, look, old man crashes out playing a game he doesn't like, even though it's not even the case. I'm crashing out because this is a marathon where I'm supposed to be getting a taste of each game, and in the criteria for the marathon, it said no games with long narrative intros, and then people nominated and voted for a game with an insanely long narrative intro. I gave twice as much time as I should have and still didn't get through it, so why did you do that to me? You know? I don't get it, okay? So,
you have done that yourself.
I just don't understand. I mean, you tell me. If you're a fan of the game, I get it. Maybe you wanted to see Phil play it, all right? But how is this my fault? Do I really have to, like, massively research every single game that ever gets nominated moving forward for any event to make sure that it fully fits the criteria of the event? Like, I don't know. Exactly how much research and work do I have to put into stuff before we can just have fun on a stream? You know, I'll be honest with you. If it becomes such an academic endeavor, it takes the fun out of it. You know what I mean? Like, if I have to fully research every game.
I mean, having fucking forbid you fucking actually put effort into your fucking content to try and get thousands of fucking dollars from your fucking audience. Like, Phil, things worth having in life, you usually have to fucking work hard for. It's a very strange concept for you, I know. You're fucking just used to sitting in your fucking arse and fucking asking again and again and again until you're fucking given what you fucking want out of fucking pity. But no, things worth having in life usually fucking require hard work to fucking get that. You know? And you're not willing to put in the hard work. All you want to do is just sit there and play games and have fun. You don't care about fucking the uploading part of the fucking, you know, job. You don't care about the fucking thumbnail part of the fucking thing, you know, add the descriptions, you know. You hate that part of the job. You've said it time and time again, Phil. You fucking hate that part of the fucking job. You want to see how much of a lazy bastard Phil was yesterday? You need to see this guy. Hold on. Let me show you Phil's fucking page. Because Phil You know, have you seen Phil's DSP gaming page from last night? Like, let me show you. Just a second. You need to see this shit. You want to know how much of a lazy bastard Phil was last night? What's missing from his page here? From all the shit he uploaded last night, what do you think is missing here? Compared to the other things he usually uploads, what do you think is missing? From his well-crafted, you know, as he doesn't want to put in the effort. He doesn't care about fucking putting the effort into trying to make his shit look better. There is no thumbnails from the crap he made last night. No, you know, compared to the other thumbnails here, you know, he's got custom thumbnails for this and all that shit, you know what I mean, and this fucking, you know, all this is custom thumbnails. Not a podcast or daily crap, everything else, but no custom, no thumbnail for this. Just a screenshot of the fucking game. So, that's how much of a lazy bastard he is, man. He doesn't even want to fucking care about doing the fucking thumbnails. He hates being a YouTuber. He hates fucking doing that part of the fucking job. He just wants to sit there, play games, and be given shit tons of fucking money for no fucking effort whatsoever. Like, Phil brings shame to actual content creators on YouTube. Like, some content creators on YouTube fucking spend, like, thousands of fucking hours, like hundreds of hours, thousands of fucking hours, perfecting the fucking craft. And by the way, I'm not talking about professional, you know, content creators. I'm talking about the big ones, you know. For me, I put more effort than Phil does, but that's not a very fucking low bar. It's a very low bar, Phil set. Any distractor stream you fucking see will likely have more effort into that fucking stream than Phil's fucking content will be. But think about the actual fucking gaming content creators out there that fucking put in so much effort and time. And even if they don't fucking stream, the ones that fucking stream and the ones that fucking make videos as well for their audience, and the amount of fucking work that goes into that, way, you know, like, oh, whether it's like them having to fucking take time to edit the fucking videos, or even pay people out of their own fucking pocket to edit for them because they're so busy making content that they have no time to edit. Because they care so much about the fucking content and the craft and all that shit that they want to try and get the fucking best possible content out there for the audience. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the... Like, so Phil is thinking that he's like them, except better. Because he doesn't fucking edit, because he doesn't fucking put in time, he doesn't fucking care about the uploading part of it, or doing thumbnails, whatever. He just plays games, turns up, have fun. That's all he cares about, that's all he wants to do. He wants to do nothing else whatsoever. You know? It's just the most basic shit. He's complaining about the fucking idea of putting in additional effort to try and make his content more watchable. That's what it's gotten to.
Well, like, that's a spoiler to me to know that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has a 2.5-hour intro and it's all narrative based. That's kind of a spoiler. So, you know, I wouldn't be looking about that. You know what I'm saying? So, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. And again, when like Eugene says, so it's not about it being your fault. It's about you not listening to us. About what? What are you talking about? What didn't I listen? I did listen. I listened to you. I played the game you wanted. It didn't work for the marathon. You see what I'm saying? Everyone has an issue with me basically not loving this game during the marathon. But when you actually get down to it and you're like, so what's the big deal? What actually is the issue? No one actually has a legit answer. Oh, well, because you did. Well, what? What did I do wrong? I was honest.
You didn't listen to your audience, and then you fucking dismissed the guy's fucking criticism and said that he did listen. And then he just proved he didn't listen.
Didn't fit the criteria for the marathon. It wasn't an entertaining first 2 hours. So what's wrong with that? Right? You know? Davian says, to an extent, you should have not bothered with it from the time of the polling. It was never going to work, marathon or otherwise. You weren't interested, and neither were the core fans. It's not about liking the game. It's about insulting real fans and viewers on the Daily Rap last night. The Daily Rap last night, here's what I said, and I'll repeat what I said. All right? If you love Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and you're someone that's in love with it so much that you can't accept the fact that someone else might not like the intro, that's incredibly, like, I don't know, what's the word, immature, entitled, selfish. Like, someone can't disagree with you. And listen, I used to be like that too, right? Absolutely. When I was younger and I was a younger YouTuber and I was very closed-minded, I'd be like, well, I like this game and I don't like this game, right? And based on that, I would make judgments on games and then say, if you don't agree with me, well, then you're stupid, right? I don't do that anymore. I don't make judgments. Listen, like I said in the Daily Rap last night, there's a lot of people who actually did like Assassin's Creed Shadows. I didn't, but they were coming on my streams and saying stuff like, hey, I like it. You know, I think it's fun. I don't know what you mean. I'm like, well, what can I say, right? I don't know what to tell you. You can like it if you like it. I don't. And I outline my reasons why. Let me move on, right? You agree to disagree. It just seems like in regards to this game, people just can't agree to disagree. Instead, it's either you agree with us, it's great, or you're wrong. And so I'm saying on my marathon yesterday, I don't like this game. 2 hours, there's nothing going on. I'm not very excited or interested in it. And I've got people like actively attacking me
I felt basically, so you're the, so, you know, like, when you're the only person in a crowd who has the one contrary opinion, then it's probably very likely that your opinion is definitely not in the norm. You know, when you have a crowd of people fucking telling you the game's actually fucking good or whatever, look, no, you know, is it a good game? Subjective. Games being good or bad is quite literally a subjective fucking thing. If you enjoy that sort of fucking gameplay, then it's fucking your cup of tea, then fucking go ahead. Phil, I don't understand why Phil doesn't like the game, other than the fact that it fucking takes a while to fucking get into. To me, that's the only reason why I think Phil has an issue with the game. With that and the, you know, the scantily clad women that show up sometimes and distract you from fucking being married. You know, but other than that though, it's like, it's a sort of game that Phil usually seems to gravitate towards.
In the chat, saying awful things about me and about the marathons.
Oh, cry more, you wee bitch. Did you just burp there?
Attacking me. In the chat, saying awful things about me and about the marathon's a failure, you're a failure, you don't know what you're doing, you're just a bad gamer, this and that. What is that about? You know, and again, what it leads me to believe is that this was purposefully nominated. All right? Purposefully nominated. Because you knew it wouldn't work.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
That's what I feel, and maybe I'm wrong, all right? But I really feel that's what happened. This is a game that you knew the intro was slow, but you nominated it anyway because you want to see DSP be bored and crash and burn during his marathon. I didn't nominate the game. I didn't vote for the game. I told you I wasn't interested in the game. You still voted into the marathon anyway. So then when you get the expected outcome, why do you freak out and yell at me, right? Seriously, I don't get it. It's just, why freak out at me? I just, you know, so...
Case in point, no, counterpoint. Why do you yell at your audience because they didn't give you thousands of fucking dollars last night? You act like you're fucking entitled to thousands of fucking dollars last night. You can't fucking tell your fucking audience you fucking want to get fucking drunk. You'd love to fucking get another $100 so you can take another fucking shot or whatever. I mean, the fucking money was not as forthcoming as you hoped for and expected. You took out in your audience like they were to fucking blame, like they were intentionally withholding their money to make you happy or drunk. What, I mean, what's... It's, oh, for God's sake. Oh, he's such a... He's an... honestly, I am looking... A 7-day Phil week is 7 days too fucking long. After Bingo tomorrow, I'm going to be glad as fuck to have a day's break from him.
Yeah, there you go. Dapan says, I don't get it. Apparently your core fans are angry with you. I don't even think that they are. For saying that they're idiots for nominating things, but clearly you're not aiming it at them. What is going on? I don't know, because I didn't aim it at them. I'm clearly saying there was a concerted effort of people who don't like me. Okay? They wanted to see the marathon fail. They knew that Kingdom Come was a beloved game, but also had an insanely long intro that doesn't fit the criteria of the marathon, and they purposefully nominated and voted for it to make the marathon crash and burn. And they succeeded, right? The marathon came to a screeching halt when I played the game for 2 hours. We were all bored. It was just nothing to enjoy there, right?
And yet you stuck with it for 2 hours. So instead of just abandoning it after 30 minutes, you stuck with it for 2 hours. Nobody forced you to play the fucking game for 2 fucking hours, Phil. That was entirely all you.
I had known that there was a 2.5 hour intro. I never would have played it during the marathon, but I don't spoil myself on these games because then what's the point? It's not a legit reaction if I know what's coming, right? And, you know, in my opinion, very much...
Phil, your opinions fucking suck. Canduction says it just means $500 a success. It should be. I said this at the start of the fucking stream. You cast your mind back to the fucking closet clear out stream we had fucking like a year, was it 2 years ago or something? I can't mind exactly when that closet clear out stream was, like 2 years ago or something like that. But he fucking did that stream, the closet clear out. He was given $600 from his dumbass dent heads just for gutting out his fucking closet. And he fucking turned around to his fucking audience and said, guys, this is proven to me that it doesn't matter what I fucking do on stream, whether it's me playing the game or just clearing my fucking closet, you guys will support me. He was super happy, he was super thrilled, he was super delighted at the fact that he didn't have to fucking worry about playing a game. He literally just cleaned up his own mess. And he was given $600 for cleaning up his own mess. And he was actually fucking happy and so shocked. I was like, wow, I get support no matter what I fucking do. I'm popular, people love me. And then fast forward to yesterday, of course, where Phil got $500 and he acted like he was fucking shortchanged. Because his expectations have massively increased tenfold ever since the fucking Kino Casino overinflated his fucking ego into thinking he was a fucking bigger deal than he actually fucking is. Phil Burnell in the span of a fucking year went from accepting $50 per stream to not accepting 120, 130, 140. It has to be 150 at least as a fucking minimum. Phil Burnell has turned around to his fucking audience today and said that he needs $300 a day or he's going to fucking be in big trouble financially. So of course, the big question, of course, the big massive question mark, of course, is what has changed in Phil's bizarre, miserable little life for him to fucking actually need and require $300 a fucking day just to fucking make ends fucking meet. And I have several theories. I have some theories are, you know, maybe good, and some theories are like fucking out there. But I have several theories. One of my more outlandish theories is that Cat is kind of actually starting to kind of demand that Phil fucking do more and do better. My theory is that Cat is really fucking putting the pressure on Phil to fucking deliver. You know, otherwise she's fucking off. You know, so she's fucking told him, well, you know, she's like, Phil, I need more DoorDash. You know, my bucket's getting empty. More DoorDash, Phil, come on. So yeah, you know, so that is one of my more outline. That's a theory. I've got no fucking, you know, thing to back up, but as a theory anyway. Why is he so super? Why has he gone so desperate between a year, you know, a year ago and now? He's super duper desperate for more money, a lot more money than usual. Why? Is it because Cat's really applying pressure on Phil to fucking bring home the bacon so she can fucking eat it?
Oh, this game could be good, but this is one of those games similar to, say, Baldur's Gate 3, right? Where you have to really invest yourself. Time-wise and universe-wise, you want to get yourself immersed, right, in the universe. You want to pretend like you're actually living there in jolly old England or wherever, you know, and, you know, you're almost like role-playing, cosplaying, doing everything to be like that character, and you need to invest a lot of time in it, because if you don't stay immersed in it, you kind of lose that level of enjoyment and immersion, right? That's what I think. This is a game that you'll play it for like 2-3 weeks straight, and every day you're playing it, so you get through that intro, and you immerse yourself in the mechanics and everything, and you really get into it. And I get it, but those kind of games don't work for me. Like Baldur's Gate 3, listen, I'm glad I played it because now I understand that actual style of game, but man, it really killed the channel for 3 months. Like, viewership dipped, everyone was complaining, why am I playing so much of it? You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of game that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 actually is, then it ain't for me anyway, even if...
Did Phil say life like a minute ago there, when he was talking about immersing yourself in the game? Or did he just not say that?
Whether I like it or not, it ain't gonna work for my kind of content, right? So, I don't know, like, and all I can say is, I don't even know what else to say, what you want from me. People are saying they want an apology. So what would you like an apology for?
You told everyone to fuck you. He said to everyone, fuck you. What would you like an apology for? If you have to ask, if you have to ask what you want an apology for. Phil thinks he has said nothing wrong and done nothing wrong from the entirety of fucking yesterday. I've got to be honest with you guys, I genuinely thought, I told Prophet this earlier as well, I told Prophet earlier on, I said it to Brian as well, briefly as well, in Broside Phil chat, and stream chat. I thought Phil would start today, okay, by having some sort of fake apology. I thought somebody would actually fucking, you know, between yesterday and today, I thought Phil would have been reached out by somebody and told him that he went too far yesterday. Like, Phil's aggressive nature and attitude and conduct towards his audience last night was the most extreme I've seen in a long time. Like, this shit had nothing for, you know, Scotland can't touch what happened last night. Where the way Phil treated his fucking audience and just, you know, shat all over a fucking effort to try and fucking make him happy. So I thought Phil would have turned up today with a fake apology, pretending to be fucking remorseful and say, okay, I had a, you know, whatever, you know, I mean, but no, he is doubling down. He is absolutely fucking doubling down the shit. Damien says, can we mark all this for drama? Yeah, I'll count it. Because he's trying to insinuate the tractors infiltrated the fucking marathon. Yeah, that's drama.
Because I didn't like the game, or because I said there's a group of very ill-intended people out there who all they want to do is insult me and ruin my content, and if that's the case, fuck them, which is what I said in the Daily Rap last night. I said, if you nominated that game fully knowing that it wasn't going to fit the marathon, well, fuck you. If you're someone who actually can't accept the fact that I don't like a game that you like, and you're going to sit in my chat and insult me, and then make hurtful comments and hurtful videos and hurtful things about me just because I didn't like it, fuck you. Because I have the right to actually not like something that you like, and vice versa. So I don't get it. I don't understand. And maybe I'm just a different person than you, and I'm in a different place than you. But like, listen, it didn't work. It's not a big deal. We can move on from it. I'm not going to play it again because I know I'm not going to like it. You know, that's it. Like, I don't even know what else to say. You know, I just... what else is there to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm lost. I'm confused. All right. So anyway,
if he's been drinking?
Yeah, we're moving on from it. So it didn't work. All right. I didn't like it. I was freaking out by the end because literally 2 hours and still this old woman is just blabbing, blah, 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 blah. Nothing's happening. I'm like, did they really put this much dialogue in the game? Like, what the fuck? When is there a game? I'm still waiting. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. So anyway, just like with Stellar Blade, I guess I got to take the L for doing something that everyone asked me to do, right? Everyone wanted me to play Stellar Blade. I told you it's not going to work. I played it. It didn't work, but I'm to blame. And now with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I told you I wasn't interested in it. Didn't think it...
Well, Stellar Blade was a bait and switch. Because you promised your audience at first you're going to fucking play it for 100 goals hit on your fucking shitey fucking, you know, goal thing. And then you moved the fucking goalposts. And played it at Christmas instead. But you played it so poorly and you sabotaged that fucking shit. You moved the goddamn goalposts essentially. As usual. And then it's not your fault for over-promising and under-delivering. Exactly in the talk. He wanted a $1,500 to play Stellar Blade. Although, I had some I had some bad math on Twitter earlier on, and nobody picked up on it until like recently. Like, so I made a tweet this morning about Phil's exploits, and nobody. So I said this on Twitter earlier on. Only Nickelodeon DSP could take what was meant to be a reward for his fans, giving him over 75 grand within a couple of months, and make it all about how he is a victim because he feels viewers sabotaged the Mafia and that his fans didn't give him enough money. Entitled prick. I've got to be honest, I don't know how I came up with this number. I think I meant to type 7,500. But I think I actually, so I was on my phone to be fair, you know? So I think it auto-corrected to 75,000. Jesus. And nobody really noticed it for, you know, until like recently, you know, is this guy here. I was like, where's that figure coming from? Because 75k in 2 months is about $1,200 in tips per day. So I just said I use the same sources that Phil does. that's what I said. I just use the same sources that Phil does. But in actuality, I think I had a wee slight typo on my phone. I think I might have typed 7,500 within a couple of months. Which is not bad. Oh, cause yeah, I love how. I mean, I didn't even notice that until somebody called it and thought, ah, shit, he's right. That's a bit large, even by Phil standards. The same source that Phil has.
Was gonna work. Everyone wants it. Nominates it, votes for it. Played during the marathon. Oh, what a surprise! It didn't work. But now I'm to blame. Okay, I guess I don't know what else to say. I'll move on then and say I'll take the L for I guess being trusting and gullible and you know what I'm saying. So.
Phil is saying that listening to his audience and the things that they want to see him play is him being gullible. That is how little he values his fucking audience's fucking input. All he wants, he doesn't want his fucking audience's opinions, he doesn't want their feedback, he doesn't want their comments, he doesn't want their fucking critiques, he doesn't want their, you know, criticism, all he wants from his fucking audience is their fucking money. He doesn't give a shit what else his audience fucking do. He just wants to turn up, give him all the fucking money, and just keep their fucking opinions to themselves. Unless it fucking agrees with his opinion.
Alright, so moving on after that, we got to American Trucking Simulator, which I played for about 45-50 minutes roughly, and that was fun, and here's why it was fun, okay?
Who fucking cares?
I was starting to have some drinks finally. I was having a White Claw. I was joking about drinking and driving. I was running into things. I was, you know, having a good time with the audience. We were talking about the trucking industry, but also just being silly. It actually was a fun, chill game. Like, that really was after the nonsense of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 just being so boring. That was the polar opposite, where it was kind of silly fun, right? There was no commitment to do anything. It was just testing the game. I feel like that game could work for, like, chill nights, but I don't know at the same time. It worked for, like, a really short test, but would it actually hold up for a 2+ hour stream? That I don't know. People have told me that, yeah, actually, there are streamers who play that game and have successful like late night hangout sessions with their audience because they could just drive and talk to them and be interactive. And, you know, maybe that's good. I don't know. I guess I'll think about it. Personally, I enjoyed it. I did. And I mean, we only did the demo. If it was something that we played another time and it worked for a stream, maybe I would buy the whole game and we'd see what else is in the whole game, whether it's, you know, more locations or whatever. I don't know. But I don't know what you guys think. Would that be something you would like to see as an ongoing stream in the future? I don't know.
Who fucking cares?
Okay. And then lastly, the final game last night was Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. And to no one's surprise, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door is a great game, and I loved it, and those who stuck around to watch it like it.
Phil. Is that a great game, though? Are you sure about that? Maybe to no one's surprise it's a great game. That's just your opinion. Don't try and fucking pretend your opinion's a fucking factual fucking observation. You just fucking complained and bitched and whined and moaned about the fucking fact that you don't fucking like a game that everyone else fucking likes.
But because it was the thing that happened at the end of the marathon and I hadn't pre-announced that we were going to be doing it, I think basically the marathon kind of, you know, was at the end and kind of ran out of hype and viewership. Maybe if I'd started that at the beginning, it would have got more attention. But I actually really liked it. I played it for about 90 minutes.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Cope more, Phil. Yeah, sure. That's why people fucking don't give a shit about you playing Paper fucking Mario, because they're very fucking into the fucking stream that you fucking organised.
And it was fun and interesting, okay? Now, when I was playing Paper Mario, I kid you not, people were sitting in the chat, whining and complaining that I like Paper Mario, but I didn't like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Who fucking cares?
So do you see my point? Like here's the point, right? I'm able to like what I like and dislike what I dislike. And if you disagree with it, that's okay. But why are you angry? Right? Like, I can disagree with you on something and be like, okay, you like Fortnite. Personally, I don't like Fortnite. That's okay. Why would you stay and be angry that I didn't like the game that you like, but now I like a game that you don't like? Like, people were complaining this game's boring. This game is like watching paint dry. You know, it's so boring. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, isn't that their opinion? They're entitled to feel that way about a game. Like, you're asking the viewers what they think of a fucking game, and they're telling you what they think of the gameplay you're fucking putting out. And then when they fucking tell you they're fucking bored because of the game, you're complaining about their opinion.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Now, in addition to that, people are making another comparison too. They're actually saying, well, I don't get it. You didn't like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because you said it has a long, boring narrative intro. But what about the Yakuza series that you play? The Yakuza series has insanely long cutscenes, right? And you don't complain about that. Yes, I do. When people say stuff like that, you can outright tell that they're ignorant and they don't actually watch my content. They just watch detractor versions of my content. I literally, every time that I'm playing I Like a Dragon or Yakuza game and there's an insanely long cutscene, I call it out. I even added an animation to my streams for when the cutscenes are too long and I'm calling it out and saying, when's the gameplay? I literally have an animation I added for Like a Dragon.
Who fucking cares?
Your narrative doesn't hold up. You're right. The game has insanely long cutscenes.
I've got animations too, Phil.
But in that case, that's a series.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Series that I've been playing for over a decade, that I have tons of history with, that I have a dedicated viewer base and supporter base for. So when I play Like a Dragon, people are like, oh, it's awesome, even though there's going to be these long narrative-based parts. Burger. We're still here for it, right?
Which basically, you know the game is super boring to your audience, but because you sometimes get money for it, you're going to keep playing it. Is that not just the definition of just doing it for the bag? Phil claims he's not in it for the bag, and yet he forces that content in his audience because he's in it for the bag.
Kingdom Come, I'm just playing it for the first time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, oh, this is an incredibly fun 2 hours of blah, 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 blah. I'm not. I'm going to be honest, you know? When we had Like a Dragon, which one was it? Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth? The entire intro was story, and I told you then that I thought it was bad too. You know what I'm saying? I did. I thought that intro was bad. They should have jumped you into gameplay earlier. It didn't represent the game well. They messed up the intro, and I called it out in that game too. So your narrative never holds up if you actually analyze things factually. But that's the problem with these people who create these narratives. They don't look at things factually. They literally lie and take things out of context or out of the true perspective of fact to make their narrative truthful. So they'll say, Phil loves Yakuza, and then show a long cutscene. Phil hates Kingdom Come, and then show a long cutscene. But it's not the same. I call it out. You know, I say as much. So what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But anyway, the fact that people stuck around literally just to complain about Paper Mario was remarkable. Like, so you're stuck around even though you knew I didn't like the game you like just to say because I like the game that it's wrong. Like, huh? Anyway, so what did we learn during the marathon? Number one, I'll tell you this. We're not doing anything viewer's choice style for a long time. All right, we already done 2 this year. The first one was very successful. This last one, not so much. We're not going to do that again. We have a lot of ideas we've already planned out, saved up, that are going to work. Outright, no lie. During the actual marathon, everyone in chat was like, you should have just done the Closet Festival. It would have been much more fun to see you putting on the hats and the vests and things for the last time while you were drinking and having a good time hanging out with us. That would have been way more entertaining than what you're doing here. And I was like, yeah, you know, I agree with you, but you guys voted for viewer's choice. Another thing, the viewers actually voted for viewer's choice. We had a poll and viewer's choice won. So that's what we ended up doing, you know? So, you know, we have other ideas of things to do, and I'm excited for the future. I know that we're going to have good marathons.
So Phil says that everyone was saying that. One person said it. I think it's like Cade. Cade said it in the fucking chat, and Phil equates that to everyone saying it. Viewer's choice was done because Phil wanted a fucking scapegoat for it fucking failing, and lo and behold, the viewers there to be the fucking scapegoat. If the fucking event done really fucking well, then it would all because of him being who he is. But nah, the event fucking failed spectacularly, and so it's the viewers who are responsible. They made the fucking choices, and the detractors and trolls who somehow fucking masterminded some fucking thing. Apparently, we made Phil play every single game in viewer's choice somehow, some way. Imagine that one. How the fuck that work out?
Moving forward this year, whether it's, you know, Indies marathons, the Closet Festival, the return of Mega Man to finish up Mega Man 4, 5, and 6, Rage-a-thons, you know, who knows? We have a lot of different ideas that we've had that I think could all work. But here's the deal. I control what gets played during the marathons at the end of the day, because that way we know that it'll work. We know that it'll fit the criteria. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be, oh, everyone go ahead and just nominate things that won't fit the format of what Phil's doing. We're not going to do that anymore, okay? And for the record, this is exactly why I can't do fan lobbies, viewer lobbies. This is exactly why I can't do these interactive events. Why can't I play Jackbox Party Pack and stuff like that? Because whenever you give an opportunity to these trolls to do something messed up, they take advantage of it. And then they jump on the opportunity and they mess with everything. And that's exactly what they've done here, is let's ruin viewer's choice for Phil. All right, let's ruin fan lobbies for Phil. Let's ruin this because they're just no-life losers is what they like to do. All right, so we're just not going to be focusing on this stuff moving forward. Instead, I'm going to be doing my own thing, and we'll talk about it together. We'll figure it out on podcasts and the like. But then I'm going to plan it out, and we'll know that what I'm doing during the events will work. Not that something that completely won't work and won't fit criteria, and then everyone's upset with me. All right. So I would consider playing American Trucking Simulator again as a chill stream, and I mean Paper Mario I bought, so I would be down to do a playthrough of that at some point. I don't know if it's going to be immediately, but I think that would work as a playthrough, a chill playthrough in the future at some point. We need to talk about it. In fact, there's a lot of comments on the video saying, "Yeah, please play this later. We like this." So we'll see. Okay, but that's what came out of it, and essentially, I am not going to waste time with viewer's choice probably again this year. I don't think it would make sense. I think we should focus on things that we know will work. Okay? Fair enough. I received a tip here.
Who fucking cares?
I received a $15 tip. For an anonymous tipper, why not save a marathon for a weekend when everyone has time to watch all day? Well, here's the...
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Darkside Rant for a super chat who says, let's stress test a theory you've tried to push Phil. No one has a problem with you, but you have thousands of trolls. It's what the fuck, man, it's just ridiculous. It really fucking is. Like, he is determined to never accept responsibility in his pathetic, miserable fucking life for this shit.
Oh my god, what's up?
It's just crazy, it really fucking is. I don't know, it's just I don't know, man. Phil just will not get it. He'll never fucking get it. It's impossible for him to be fucking wrong, I guess. Thank you to Broside Phil as well for the super chat who says, Phil, show me in the doll where the internet touched you. Did the detractors promise you candy? Are the detractors in the room with us? Shit. Oh, hell. Are the detractors in the room with us? Oh, for fuck's sake. That just made me, you saying that last thing just made me think of the trailer that Lectro made. Because I'm pretty sure there's a line similar to that, like fucking Phil's convinced the fucking duties in the fucking room or something. Jesus Christ. Oh hell. But yeah, I think I'm for Rosie Phil for the super chat as well, so I get good stuff indeed. It's just the coping that's going on here. Phil, it's just like, so apparently yesterday was not his fault at all for anything. Even though he decided the event, even though he picked the games for people to fucking pick and play and poll, like, he organised the polls. He picked the games that went on those fucking polls. He never fucking bothered to fucking try and test with anyone, like, he never done his due diligence and research into how long these games would take to fucking play. It's just what, I mean, why is it everyone else's fault that he was too much of a lazy bastard to fucking do his due diligence? This is his job. He was meant to reward his audience with this marathon. And instead he fucking made it all about him and how he was meant to fucking get more out of it. And how the audience were wrong for I don't know. Imagine rewarding an audience by saying they were fucking dumb as fucking, fuck you audience for giving me $1,500 to do this event.
For an anonymous tipper, why not save a marathon for a weekend when everyone has time to watch all day?
I said that on Friday. Why could Phil not do this? There was absolutely nothing stopping Phil from doing this on Friday. There was nothing whatsoever fucking ever stopping Phil Burnell from doing his fucking marathon on Friday instead. Right before his precious fucking day off. He would have got more numbers. Probably more engagement, I imagine. Middle of the fucking week randomly 10-hour marathon. Who in the fuck has time in the middle of a fucking week to fucking take in a fucking 10-hour fucking marathon?
Well, here's the deal. I wanted to do it on the weekend, but we couldn't make it happen. We just couldn't. With this new goal-based system, there was no way to make that happen this last weekend. Now, let's say that we had waited till this weekend. Well, that's all well and good. But then what would have happened is, let's say we hit the goal, what was it, Tuesday? So we hit the 50 goals Tuesday, right?
Well, you really shouldn't have though, because you had to fucking move heaven and earth itself to fucking make sure that goal was hit, because you fucking carried over a day stream goal, you know, the total, to a night stream to artificially inflate your fucking support. And then you fucking fabricated some sort of fucking random tip out of nowhere. Some fake fucking content, you know, you were determined the goal was going to happen, the marathon was going to happen yesterday. It wasn't legitimate, but you were determined to fucking have it happen for some fucking reason.
Now, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday come along. Well, obviously, I want to have nice streams that are supported and productive, but we already have a thing I owe you, and I'm not giving it to you. I'm withholding the reward till the weekend. Why? So more people can attend. So what happens? Phil's withholding. Phil's withholding the reward because he's greedy and he's selfish, and he just wants to do it when there's more people so he can make more money. You see? People want instant gratification. They want, when you hit the goal milestone, they want the reward. They don't want to wait another half a week for it, okay? So what ended up happening is, likely, let's say that we hit the goal and I don't do it till the weekend. But now we still have another 3 days of streaming to go. There are people, oh, I'm not going to support Phil. He didn't give us the reward. And since we didn't get the reward, I'm not going to support his future stuff until we get the reward we're already owed. Why would I support now and earn other goals when he didn't pay us for the goals that we've earned? You understand? That's my take. You know what I mean? Maybe you're wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Excuse me. But that's what I think would happen. Okay? So, yeah. And I get you. I do think that marathons traditionally work better on weekends. It's great when we can actually schedule them for weekends. It just didn't work out this time, right? Burger. Like I said, really, this marathon was messed up too because we didn't even know what the games were going to be till the last minute. People were voting up till the last minute to determine the games for the event, and that sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really does. That's true too. Dapan says, keep in mind, there's the case of people who do try to save up and they want to support during a marathon event. So maybe they would have just saved up all week and not contributed to my other streams, and I would have a whole slow week before the marathon. You're right. That also. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. You're absolutely right. So, yeah, that's the double-edged sword of having rewards based on milestones. It's good because you can have an off stream or two where we don't hit a goal, but eventually we will hit the goals and we're going to get that reward in time no matter what. Correct? So there you go. Bruh. Excuse me. But sadly, I do think that there's a double-edged sword here where because we're doing milestones, people expect that instant gratification, and they'll be upset if they don't get it, right? Anyway, so that's what happened yesterday, all right? Let's talk in the future about the possibility of having both Truck Simulator and Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door as future playthroughs, all right? I think that they will work, but I don't know exactly when I want to do them, okay? I don't think I want to do them right now, you know, at all. I think that we have enough in the rotation going on that we don't need to be doing those right now, but I do think that we could bring them up in the future, and they could be very good, actually, as playthroughs. So maybe the next time we're looking for a chill game, we already have an idea. Maybe the next time that we're looking for, you know, an RPG, we got an idea, right? There you go. Okay, so I have two news stories that I'd like to cover today. And we have about a half an hour to do it, so we have enough time. All right, so our first news story for today concerns the ongoing lawsuit, if you can believe it, between Nintendo and Palworld. Now, you may say, what lawsuit? Well, if you don't remember, last year, it was revealed that Nintendo filed a bunch of patents, okay? And those patents were for basic gameplay mechanics that a ton of games actually already have, but it seemed like Nintendo was actually trying to legally claim that only they had the right to have them. For example, one of them was like catching things in a ball-shaped container. And another thing they tried to patent was riding a creature as a means of transportation throughout like the sky or the water. Now, can you tell me how many games you played before where you rode a creature in the sky or the water? Probably hundreds, if not more, right? There's so many games that have those kind of things in it. But Nintendo, no exaggeration, tried to patent it. Now, in the process of them trying to patent it, they issued a lawsuit against the makers of Palworld, saying, hey guys, you guys broke our patent. It's patent infringement. Now, of course, we looked at this story last fall when it actually originally, broke. And what we came to the determination of is that Nintendo literally is not actually trying to stop people from using basic gameplay mechanics. All they're trying to do is drag Palworld through a legal quagmire, trying to get them to lose all kinds of money in court so that basically they'll give up making their game. Because as you know, Palworld pretty much is a ripoff of Pokemon, but the makers of Palworld did it in a way that it's just so slightly different from Pokemon that legally it's going to be hard to really get anyone to say, yeah, you stole our intellectual property and therefore you have to stop, cease and desist, okay? Instead, what Nintendo's doing, because they know they can't really win that battle, is they're trying to actually do a different kind of battle that they also know they won't win, but if they drag it out so much, they could likely hurt the company enough that they'll just go out of business, or maybe just decide to stop making this game and updating it, okay? So, this statement was released by the makers of Palworld overnight. You ready? Here we go. We would like to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation for the continued support of our fans over the past few months. We apologize for not being able to share as much information as we would like, but we trust our fans understand how difficult it is to be fully transparent while litigation is ongoing. Currently, We remain involved in prolonged legal proceedings regarding alleged patent infringement. We continue to dispute these claims and assert the invalidity of the patents in question. However, we have had to make certain compromises in order to avoid disruptions to the development and distribution of Palworld. On November 30th, 2024, we released patch VO.3.11 for Palworld. This patch removed the ability to summon pals by throwing pal spheres and instead changed it to a static summon next to the player. Several other game mechanics were also changed with the patch. As many have speculated, these changes were indeed a result of the ongoing litigation. Everyone here at Pocket Pair was disappointed that this adjustment had to be made, and we fully understand that many players feel the same frustration. Unfortunately, as the alternative would have led to an even greater deterioration of the gameplay experience for players, it was determined that the change was necessary. So basically, while the court proceedings and battle is going on, they had to remove from the game the ability to catch and release the pals in balls because Nintendo was claiming they patented that. That's our original idea. We own it. You can't have that. Okay? Continuing on. Furthermore, we regret to inform our players that with the implementation of patch V0.5.5, we must make yet another compromise. From this patch onward, gliding will be performed using a glider rather than with pals. Pals in the player's team will still provide passive buffs to gliding, but players will now need to have a glider in their inventory in order to glide. We understand this will be disappointing for many, just as it is for us, but we hope that our fans understand these changes are necessary in order to prevent further disruptions to the development of Palworld. So, in November, Nintendo kind of got one over on Palworld by making them remove the ball catching and release of creatures, and now they're making it so you can't even ride one of the pals. Right? Again, if this were the case, how would a game like Avatar be existing right now, where the game is you riding on one of the sky creatures? How would any game where you ride a creature, not Breath of the Wild, Zelda Skyward Sword, most of the time that you're in the open world, you're riding a giant bird. So how on earth would this be allowed, but not this? You know what I'm saying? How are those games okay, but not Palworld? And the answer is very simple. It's fine. Nintendo really doesn't have the right to do what they're doing, but they know that they can basically, mess with Palworld so much that hopefully Palworld will go away and throw in the towel and say, all right, we give up. Nintendo's going to bug us so much, going to cost us so much money in court that we're just going to stop making Palworld. That's what Nintendo wants to do. They know they can't win the fight. They just want to drag out the fight long enough so that Palworld gives in. I want you to think about how messed up that is. So they know that they don't have a legal leg to stand on. They know they can't actually win the fight, but they know also that Palworld are the little guys and that they have way more money than Palworld, so they just want to destroy them in court by making them waste money. What kind of a system is that? Okay? Continuing on, we also want to extend our apologies to fans for the discomfort and concern the ongoing litigation has caused. We remain committed to developing Palworld and delivering exciting new content for the fans. So, we talked about this back in the fall, all right? All I can say about it is it's straight up evil, all right? That's actually the best way to describe it. It's straight up evil. This is not, oh, Nintendo has a leg to stand on. Where Nintendo has a leg to stand on would be saying, you ripped us off, you stole our IP, you only changed it just so much to get away with it. That legally, even maybe not legally, morally, they have a right to call that out. I agree. This would be the same as someone making a Tomb Raider knockoff game, and the main character's name is Kara Loft, but she plays exactly like Tomb Raider, looks exactly like Tomb Raider, except she's blonde, right? But everything else is the same. Kara Loft, blonde, but it plays like Tomb Raider, right? How would that be right? Everyone would say it's a knockoff. Well, that's what Palworld is. But Nintendo thinks they can't really stop them from doing it, so they're just messing with the legal system, right? I guess the real question is, why is this allowed in the legal system? If this really is frivolous, and Nintendo isn't going to be allowed to have these patents held because so many other games have had these mechanics before, why in the holy heck has the legal system allowed them to waste everyone's time and to do this to Pocket Pal? What kind of a legal system do we even have, okay, that allows this kind of frivolous nonsense? So what do we do? And what is the outcome here? Will Nintendo have to eventually drop it? Will Pocket Pal survive long enough? Or will they actually run out of money? Should Nintendo face repercussions for doing this kind of frivolous stuff to mess with their competition? I don't know. I just think this is really messed up. I think that Nintendo is in the wrong. If they were going to go after them, they have to go after them for stealing the IP, not for other unrelated things that have nothing to do with anything, right? It just doesn't make sense at all. Pretty messed up story. Got a couple shout outs to do. Someone took the bucket and says, consider carryover shots and stuff. No. Someone wants me to carry over shots and stuff. Okay, no, we're not doing that, all right? Here's the deal.
You owe your audience that, though. You still owe your audience like 13 shots in your birthday stream.
Marathon is meant to be a celebratory, isolated event that's different and special from my other content. It's a limited time, one-time thing, and what happens during the marathon is basically limited to that day or that event, that marathon. Now, as appreciative as I am for the levels of support that I've received during marathons, okay? Just because you have one marathon that's way massively supported, all right, doesn't mean that I'm going to kill myself, right? My birthday marathon, I got over $2,000 of support, which is insanely good. Thank you guys for that, right? But that didn't mean I was going to drink 20 shots. I said every time that I've done one of these marathons, right, that I'm going to do what's best for me. I'm going to do what's within reason. I'm going to pace myself, and I need to stop drinking. I'm going to stop drinking, and that's where it ends, right? I'm not going to say, oh, well, let's see. I had 12 or 13 shots, but there was another 7 shots that were owed, so now we do another marathon. We're going to drink 7 shots to start the marathon, and then more. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely, it's ridiculous. No. And if you don't understand that, all right, and to be honest, again, I'm not trying to be insulting. You have to think about what's best for me versus what's best for entertainment factor on the internet. There are people out there who just love to say this person should destroy themselves on the internet and then we'll reward them, right? But that's lolcow culture, right? I'm not going to sit here, hurt myself physically and do stunts and like I'm a jackass and stuff to get over with an audience. I feel like I make enough content, and I make good enough content that that's enough to support me and my family through a legitimately supported business, right? So I don't need to sit here and say I'm going to destroy my liver and I'm going to hurt myself to do things, right? I'm not going to say, hey, let's do 20 shots. Hey, let's save 10 shots. We do another 10 shots next month and then more shots. We're not doing that, okay? Any reasonable human would look at the situation and be like, fair enough. Makes sense. Any reasonable human understands. But some people just aren't reasonable. They have this really weird transactional way that they think about existence. Like, but I don't get it. Someone supported your stream. Doesn't that mean you should cut your arm off? No, actually, it doesn't. I mean, I'm happy that people like my content enough that they want to support it, but that doesn't mean I should kill myself over it. Don't you think that's kind of reasonable? Right? And especially when up front, I've said things like, I am going to pace myself. I'm going to do what's safe. And you have to understand and respect that I'm not going to destroy myself. And the people are like, well, why didn't he do 20 shots? 20 shots. Seriously. Music Dalvin says that would be a wild goal, arm amputation. I don't think anyone's going to say the goal is arm amputation, but guess what happens? If you completely destroy your body over drinking and everything, and you get disease, you lose limbs, all right? So, no, I'm not going to carry over shots from one marathon to another. I'm not going to drink 20 shots in one marathon. It's this simple. We have fun together during the marathon, and if goals get hit, thanks. I'll do as much as I can within reason to reward your support, and then we move on. If you are actively tracking and you're like, well, let's see, earlier this year there was a marathon and Phil only drank 10 out of the 12 shots he owed, and then during the birthday marathon he owed us another 7 shots, so technically he owes us another 9. You have a mental problem. Bruh. You do. Because first off, the people who do this actually didn't contribute. Okay? They didn't. They're not the ones who hit the goals. They're not the ones who earned the shots. They're just people who want to complain about everything. They want to be micromanaging and micro-tracking every piece of my life that I do and act like, you know, oh, Phil owes. My God, right? Like, I'm already here 6 days a week full-time. This is a 7-day streaming week, full-time. Okay? 7 days a week. Giving you my life. Covering all these games. Different kinds of content. Listening to feedback. Trying to improve. Trying to do things. That's not enough. You want more, right? You want more and more and more. At one point, you draw the line, you say, no, sorry. You know? I make the content, you choose to support it or not. If we do silly events where we do some rewards or not, that's great. But it's not such serious transactional business, right? That it's like do or die tracking. Because you contributed during a marathon, you did not purchase a shot. Okay, you didn't. You supported my content, and if I can do it within the realm of safety and reason, I'll take a shot to be silly.
You literally told your audience during the event that for every $100 you get in support, you'll take a shot. That is what you said in the birthday marathon, and that's what you said last night as well. So, Phil, you do owe people that.
On the stream, because it'll enhance the entertainment factor. But I don't legally owe you a shot. You didn't pay $100 and buy liquor. But some people think that way. Some people can't even separate that in their heads. They just think that. That's not how it works. Okay? Anyway, in regards to all of this, I mean, I don't take that this person that suggested this was actually trying to be insulting at all. I don't think so. But you have to see where I'm coming from. Please, I hope you understand. No, I can't have carryover shots and stuff like that. It's kind of silly. It's Simply Eddie did a $5 super chat. And I think that's the first super chat of the day, right? It says, did you see the Mafia Old Country trailer? Were you interested in playing it? That's what's next. We're going to do that right now. That's actually what I have sitting here, is we're going to react to this trailer. It's pretty short. It's only like 2 minutes long.
Oh my goodness.
Phil's yawning. I guess he's bored of the podcast.
Okay. So thank you, it's Simply Eddie. Appreciate that.
Right, as things stand, we have 2 free spaces for bingo. One from Broside Phil and his stream on, of course, for getting 100 likes. And we got a free space as well. We have 3 free spaces. Sorry, we have 3. We got one from Broside Phil stream on for getting the 100 likes. We have one for the Begs, and we have one for the Sips. People try to say that was dead air. What, him yawning was dead air? Nah, I wouldn't count yawning as dead air. Let's see. That doesn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Well, thank you, it's Simply Eddie. Appreciate that.
Oh, hold on a second. After yawn, maybe. So hold on. Hold on a fucking second. Let's see. If this is more than 5 seconds, right, we'll count it, right?
Oh my goodness.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Thank you, it's Simply
You know what? I'm counting it. I'm counting that as fucking dead air.
burger.
That's more than 5 seconds of him just sitting there in quietness, which is after the fucking yawn. I'm counting that as a fucking dead air space for sure. It's funny, it's like it always, because sometimes you got to fucking check, you know, and fucking make sure in normal speed if it's fucking like dead air or not. Oh, at first I thought it was too short, but then again, then I remember I'm fucking at 1.5 speed. So yeah, that was dead air. So as things stand, we are 5 away from a full house.
Appreciate that.
So hilarious that this guy has stuff financially tight. I literally can't afford stuff on Tuesday.
Someone took $2 says you should just drink more because it's part of the fun and people would contribute more if you were drinking more. I don't know. Like to be honest, yesterday, all right, the whole over first half of the marathon, I was barely drinking at all. By the end there, where I had 3 shots and then I drank 2 White Claws, actually I was pretty buzzed by the end. I was, you know. So drink more? I don't know. I don't think I should drink more. Again, I think because it's based on support and stuff like that, it creates a pacing, a natural pacing, right? But here, let me put it this way. We can talk about this and we can figure.
Fuck off.
Thank you very much, Destroyer, for popping our 6-month bingo Barry membership message saying Kit is literally downstairs crying right now. Well, that's only because she fucking finished the last fucking bit of chicken in her bucket.
Creates a pacing, a natural pacing, right? But here, let me put it this way. We could talk about this and we can figure it out. But we don't have another marathon again until we hit 100 goals. All right, so we got a ways to go. I think we could talk about it more, maybe hash it out and improve it over the course of time between now and the next goal. Fair enough? Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning, a trailer was released for the new upcoming Mafia game, Mafia: The Old Country. And I would like to watch this live with you here and react to it to end our podcast today. So let's do it. All right, here we go.
Come in.
Too loud, hold on.
Bravery is not common in this world, and so loyalty, honor, obedience, they set the man apart from the rest.
So this really is the old country. This is going to be like Godfather 2, where you get taken back to the old...
Is Phil going to get fucking nostalgic about his fucking Italian roots here? I'm surprised he's not fucking complaining or fucking speaking in English.
Country, and you get to see, you know, the predecessor, you know, the current Don, how he came up in Italy before he came to America, right? So that's kind of what this is.
You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close? Of course, and easy.
You know what I'm going to say, right? I mean, you know exactly what I'm going to say. The first thing I'm going to say is, why is this trailer only in 30 frames per second? I don't understand why there's still, I mean, again, it's cinematic, but this is supposed to be representative of the gameplay. Why is it still showing at 30 frames per second? All right. Also, that he's basically like a superhuman, right? He's sneaking and he takes out one guard, but then all of a sudden he's doing a hand-throwing knife perfect toss. Then he's shooting the guard who can't hit him. Then he magically knows there's a lamp to shoot and blow up and kill another guard. Like, what?
Oh, it's a real fucking shame we can't play some bumbling idiot who tries to fucking take it at first person they fucking see and they get fucking uppercutted through the fucking chin. No, like, it's a real shame. I'd love to fucking play that sort of fucking video game. Okay, let's buy the fucking video game where your fucking guy you play as can't fucking do anything fucking remotely interesting when it comes to fucking hand-to-hand combat. My character's a normal human being. He fucking tripped up the fucking ladder and fucking fell and broke his fucking ankle. Now he's fucking got to fucking wait 3 months until he fucking goes back to try and complete a mission because he fucking fell over himself. That exists less than unlikely. What?
Deranged detractor tipped £1. How much to have him take a shot from a revolver?
Jesus.
Straight to the head. Allegedly, of course, in Red Dead Redemption 2, Mr. YouTube people.
Jesus! Thank God for the clarification. You know, thank goodness for the fucking clarification. For a second, I thought you were trying to, you know, imply something else, but yeah. Jesus, man. Phil promised his audience and told his audience, last night he told them if I hit $100, you know, I'd take a shot, and if somebody gives him $100 outright in one big fell swoop, they get to pick the fucking drink he takes a drink, you know, takes a shot of. So he keeps saying these fucking things, but when his support was forthcoming last month, he didn't deliver on what he promised. And apparently it was a one and done chance. So no wonder these fucking streams no longer get fucking great support, because like, I guess the audience are now very aware that, you know, he can't, if you give Phil too much money, he's not going to deliver on the rewards he promises.
Some kind of like a super trained soldier or something? Okay. I like the music. Very dramatic.
You again.
Okay. So it comes out, I believe, August 8th. There you go. So to be honest, because it takes place in the old country, it doesn't really feel like it has the vibe of like the Mafia in the United States, right? I don't think that's what they're going for. So there was a little bit more information put out about it that we should check out. We think there is a large audience for compelling stories that don't require massive time commitments, said 2K president David Ismailer. We're excited to offer a game like Mafia the Old Country in our portfolio and to provide a linear, highly polished narrative experience that can easily complement other more persistent games our players also love and engage with on a more consistent basis. Interesting. Mafia the Old Country will offer 2 editions, Standard and Deluxe, both available for pre-order today. Launches worldwide August 8th. The Standard Edition, full base game, is $49.99 on PS5, Series X and S, and PC via Steam. The Deluxe Edition, all right, will basically have bonus items for an extra $10, $59.99, okay? It includes the Padrino pack featuring Lupara Special Shotgun, Vendetta Pistol, and a bunch of weapons and cars and customizables and blah, blah, blah. So there you go. And it also says if you pre-order the game, you will get a special outfit and a special knife. Drawing upon 22 years of experience creating Mafia's brutal and immersive worlds, the franchise veterans at Hangar 13 are now crafting Mafia the Old Country, an origin story for the acclaimed series. First established in 2002 with the launch of the landmark game Mafia, the franchise has sold in more than 38 million copies across consoles and PC. So, some key takeaways from what they just said about the new Mafia game, The Old Country. Takeaway number 1, this is not an open world, repetitive, full of grindy style content game at all. That is not what they're going for. That's not what they want, okay? They want a game that's linear and has an on-rails story, all right? Similar to both Mafia 1 and 2. Now, when I played Mafia 3, what was my biggest criticism of the game outside of game bugs that were at launch?
He's black.
Was that they changed the formula of the game to be much like a lot of their contemporaries. The game went open world, and the game had so much required grinding, you know, base takeovers and things like that before you could advance the story, that the game ended up becoming an incredible slog. Too repetitive, too boring, and at one point you just want to advance the story, but instead you have to sit there and you have to grind for some 15 plus hours of repetitive side content to get to the next portion of the game. And hence a game that probably would have been a really great 20, 25 hour experience ends up being a 50-hour slog. And it boxed.
Yeah, apparently we got 50 likes on our stream, guys. Thank you very much for getting the stream to 50 likes. That gives us 1 free space. That gives us the 4th free space of the game. That means we are 4 away from a full house. So cheers, thank you very much, guys, for that. We're 1 step closer to getting the full house.
Down the game. So it sounds to me like what they've done with Mafia the Old Country is they directly listened to the feedback of the consumer and said, we're going to take out the filler. We're just going to make it the on-rails narrative that you guys love about, you know, Mafia 1 and 2, and we're going to emulate those games again. But they know that if they do that and they're not providing a 60-plus hour experience here, if they charge $60, $70, $80, people would be like, well, where'd the money go? If it's a 20-hour narrative experience, why are you charging us so much? So they're not. So instead, they're literally only going to charge $50.
I mean, the problem with that sort of game, though, in my opinion these days, is that it's not a game you want to fucking buy, essentially. Because, like, put it this way, it's a sort of game you'd rather rent. You know, to me, it's a sort of game, if it's an on-the-rails experience where there's not a whole lot of fucking chance for you to fucking do things differently, and you're kind of just stuck on the same path the exact whole way through. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, I wouldn't buy that game personally unless it was like a fucking severely discounted or something, or on sale or something, you know? I like the fact that these games are like give you the option to explore and, you know, check out the content that's in the game, and this big massive, you know, world that the fucking developers created and handcrafted or whatever for you to explore and see. You don't just fucking have to stick to the fucking the on the rail experience. You can just go and do things at your own pace, wherever and whenever. It's nice to have that freedom in games. It's nice to explore the world as well that was created by the game developers, you know, and how much effort they put into it, whatever, you know what I mean? But Phil, though, is like, oh, that's a waste of time. My audience will get bored. I need to fucking get through the game in 30 hours or I won't get support anymore.
I have one word to respond to this announcement. Bravo. Now, I'll be honest, from what I saw in that trailer, did that feel like Mafia to you? Not really. Mafia, you know, traditionally set in the United States, usually guns and gangsters and driving around and stuff like that. Did that feel like that? No, it felt more like a stealth hybrid game. Maybe like a combination of almost like Tomb Raider and Uncharted style gameplay, but maybe with less guns, I'm not sure. I feel like what they've done in regards to the style of game, linear, no filler, right? And cheaper price, that's all good. But if you're going to do 20 hours of narrative, it's got to be 20 good hours of narrative. It's got to hook you. It's got to be interesting. I hope that the game is good. I hope that it's not all ridiculous nonsense, superhuman stuff. I hope that the story makes sense. Again, the emphasis on narrative, because that's all there is, it has to all be good. In Mafia 1 and 2, they were great. The stories were outstanding and they hooked you, right? Mafia 3 had a good story, but bogged it down with this filler crap. So now, let's hope that it actually is good. But I would say we need to see more. I don't think we saw enough there, you know? I guess if it plays like Mafia 1 and 2, I'm probably going to like it. But if it plays like you're a superhuman guy and taking out, 20, 30 guys at once, I don't know. I'll be a little confused. So I guess we'll see. All right, but anyway, still good news for the fact that they are actually going to do what they did with Mafia 1 and 2 rather than 3. They listened to feedback, and that's a great thing. Okay. What's up, King Michael? I know you've been trying to get my attention. What's going on, man? Good to see you here today. Super Bonchan says, what's up, DSP? Which Mafia game was your favorite? Can we do a replay of it before the new one? I like both 1 and 2. I can't remember which one was my favorite, honestly. Like, I think I played 2 twice, and I think I played 1 once. I think they were both fine games, but I don't know if I would want to replay one before the new one. So, okay. All right, guys. Well, that's the show for today. I would love to hear your feedback or your opinions on everything that we talked about today. I hope that now that we have 2 games coming out of the marathon, maybe we'll play them in the future. That's good. The fact that we're not going to do viewers' choice stuff for the foreseeable future, hopefully that's good. All right, I hope. We'll do other kinds of content. Hopefully it all works out, okay? Okay. So, would anyone have any quick things to talk about or anything, or shall we end the show? Anyone have any quick things to, want to tag me in the chat? We do a little bit of back and forth, or are we good? Should we take the break and then get ready for Claire Obscure Expedition 33? What do you guys think?
Who fucking cares?
Yes, I'm going to be playing Death Stranding too. Yes.
So it would be the end of my life. But outside of that, everything else is good in my life. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, can I write my name in the kick chat? Yes. There you go. Any updates on Sweet Code N2 yet? No. I would say we got Claire Obscure to get through, right? Once we're done through that, let's see what's going on with the gaming landscape at that time. As long as there's no high-profile, big, major, new RPGs coming out at that time, probably that's when, Claire Obscure from all reports is pretty long. So I would guess probably, we're talking to June-ish, July, depends, right? Depends on timing. Oh, excuse me. Megan thinks I should add Counter-Strike to the rotation and open skin cases. I don't know about that. There is no Kingdom Come 2 playthrough. What do I think trolls do in their free time? Supposedly, I guess they're sitting on Discord servers. Not more than one, too. Because now they brag about it. Oh, Phil says there's only one secret troll Discord. Little does he know how many we have. You're wearing that like a badge of courage? No, that's an embarrassing badge of shame, you idiot.
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I'm on multiple troll Discords. Wow. But apparently that's what they do. They just sit around, talking about me, trying to spin things negatively. It's pretty ridiculous, okay?
I mean, trying to spin things negatively. Phil, we barely have to fucking try. You open your fucking mouth, you make yourself look like a fucking buffoon, and we just fucking show the world what you fucking said. And then we profit with all the content we can fucking make of that. We fucking bank on you fucking showing yourself up to a big fucking clown.
Well, that is true. Well, look at all Black Cat says. I mean, basically it sucks because it looks like trolls have taken away your ability to do any kind of an honest poll.
LOL. We have the power. We have so much power at our fucking fingertips. Anytime Phil wants his opinion from an audience, how is he going to know that we're not fucking there to manipulate the numbers? But in the Matrix, Phil, we can fucking change any of those fucking poll numbers at a fucking... just like that. You can't fucking stop us, Phil. Even before the poll's made, we know what's fucking going to win.
We've seen with it directly with this event. You try to do what was right, but, now people blame you because the wrong things were played despite the fact that you did an open poll. Yeah, I know. They're sitting on their Discords. They're making dummy accounts. I mean, there's a guy on Kick who literally makes like 50 to 100 fake accounts a day. I wish I was exaggerating. He just sits there doing it all day. So you can imagine that times 5, times 10. These people sitting on Discord. Oh, now let's go mass vote and make this, poll skewed or whatever. It's pretty stupid. When's the next Mario stream? I don't know. And Jay-Z, I would like to play Paper Mario in the 1,000-Year Door, but we're not putting it in the schedule as of yet. X-Shooter, how are you today? It's good to see you. So yeah, Marcus says he uses a wheel when playing American Truck Sim, and he thinks I would like it a lot better if I did. Okay. I see the dollar tip. Someone recommending RimWorld on Steam, saying check it out, see if it's something you'd be interested in playing on an indies night. It's unlike anything you've ever played before, but it's very popular. All right, I'll have to take a look. Many people have mentioned it. It was in the running for viewers' choice, but didn't get any votes. Didn't get enough nominations to make it to the final poll, which I feel is unfortunate because it's definitely something that's gotten a lot of requests over the years, but just hasn't made it yet.
If someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something.
Oh, yeah.
Not really apologizing.
Minecraft is tonight on the late stream.
Apologizing isn't just words.
I'm probably gonna get another cup of coffee. Obviously, you can see, guys. I don't know why I'm feeling so tired today. Probably just exhausted from yesterday. I was here so long, and my body hasn't recuperated from it yet.
It's not actually an apology.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares?
So yeah, Minecraft is tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. I can't wait for that because we have the mods and it looks amazing now. Okay. All right, guys, let's end the podcast, all right, so we can get into Clair Obscure. I want to say thank you guys for understanding, what happened yesterday. Moving forward, we're going to adjust, we're going to course correct, and we're going to do better with content, right? We're not going to be keeping viewers now for a while, so you can't have people derailing the stuff. And I'm glad that we did get some positive stuff out of it, all right? Thank you all for watching another show, and I'll see you all tomorrow for my week-ending episode of the Level 1 podcast. See you then. Okay. All right, guys, so we need to get set up, and I got to take my break, and then we're going to play Clair Obscure, which I hope you're excited for.
Nope.
Let's turn off the lights. All right, I gotta get the chair cover on. Hopefully I'm not wearing green of any kind today. I never played Time Splitters. No, I did not spawn killer. I'm aware of it, but I've never actually played Time Splitters. Okay. Yesterday, my body is still sore. Oh.
John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. And it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking and texting.
And today, let me make sure that it's playing actual sound. I have no clue what happened yesterday. I never muted it, yet it was muted. See? I literally never muted it, but YouTube muted the video. So when I did this, you guys are sitting here in silence for like 20 minutes. I'm like, I'm sorry.
So you never checked before you fucked off, Phil, is what you're saying. I never muted about you never checked. You didn't fucking make sure and confirm that the audience were fucking seeing and hearing what they're meant to be seeing and hearing before you fucked off yesterday.
It should have been playing sound. I never once clicked mute on YouTube, so I have no idea why I did that. Pretty stupid, huh? All right, guys, let's take a quick break. I'll be back in like 15 minutes, and then we're going to play our major gameplay stream of Clair Obscure Expedition 33. Please stick around. And, of course, please support the stream. We're already at $30 of support, which is great. Goal of 150. And when we hit 60 goals, we're doing DSP tries at Wingstop for the first time. I've actually never had Wingstop ever, so I don't know if I'll like them or not. That's what we came to a determination about yesterday. So let's get it rolling. All right. I'll be back in a few. All right, enjoy the highlights, and I'll see you in a few. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm in Raw, Phil. I think he muted it. So yeah. Apparently Phil's not back yet. Yes, it's live, Phil. He's not back yet. Balls. Well, I guess we can just enjoy some otters while we wait. Yeah, let's just chill and enjoy some otters while we wait for Phil to return.
I need banana, tasty banana, put banana in my mouth, squeeze the peel, it comes in the squeeze banana. Yes. Very nice.
I mean, how fucking much longer is it going to be away for? He's taking forever. Cal Dutchman wants to know who picked the bingo card. Well, it doesn't matter. Look, it's just random chance. It is not Mark's fault, okay? I'm not going to blame Mark. I'm blaming Phil. Mark or Shaughnessy picked the bingo card, but it's not. I'm not blaming them, and they should not get blamed. What I will say is it's not over yet. Also, we're in live, so who knows what's going to happen when Phil gets back. Look at the things that are still on the board. Phil could still refer to his audience as friends. He might ignore a troll tip. He might say, you see, and point at the camera when he returns. There's so many things that could happen when he returns. If he returns. So, it's not over yet, Snake. But until he gets back, of course, let's enjoy that. Where are they? There they are. Otters. Let's enjoy some otters. Where is this bad man? Oh my god, 15 minutes Mars. He has been away. That's been 18 minutes now. He's been away 18 minutes and counting.
Yesterday was a really slow day for me on the stream. I didn't make a lot of support yesterday. Did you guys?
Man, I'm getting a lot of flack for the whole 75k thing. It was a typo, I think. It's actually a wee eye. Let's see people, what are people tweeting? While we wait for Phil to return. JG Anno is showing off pizza. That's a nice looking pizza. I can't deny. I want to try this. I've never had proper Chicago style pizza. Some people call it an abomination. Some people don't even fucking know. Some people say it's not pizza. Oh, that's part of this. Oh, that's this. Yeah, that was raw Phil. But aye, Jesus man, I've never had a pizza. I love this pizza, I think. Look at all the cheese. The amount of cheese they put in this fucking thing makes me think I'd fucking love it. Same guy who begged people to keep him nice and buzzed all day yesterday and told him to keep giving him shots so he could keep the pace up. That's him complaining about not carrying over shots. So yeah, I know exactly what that clip is. Phil's tired and his body's still sore from sitting in his chair begging for money yesterday. A real day's work would kill him. I agree. Hang on a second. Let's mute this for a second. Plop spat at the drink when this was said.
As appreciative as I am for the levels of support that I've received during marathons, okay? Just because you have one marathon that's way massively supported, alright, doesn't mean that I'm going to kill myself. As appreciative as I am.
That was a pretty good quote, to be fair. That was pretty fucking good. Oh, Christ alive. DSP is going to force your reward marathons to be whatever he wants from now on. He'll do whatever he wants. So nothing changes then. Nothing changes whatsoever. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why did Phil mention his birthday stream yesterday? He randomly mentioned and dropped the fact that he got $2,000 on his birthday last month. When he was ranting and raving about yesterday's fucking marathon, he just randomly just drops in there. He got $2,000 for his birthday. And he only got 500 yesterday. Try more, Philly. Tough. Man who told people he couldn't be eating cookies after the age of 40 now wants to try crumble cookies on stream. Oh, for God's sake. This is why we have speed up use. Although I didn't expect Phil to be away for 20 fucking minutes. That was a strange one. I wonder, is that that's gonna be 20 minutes by now. Yeah, he's been away 21 minutes. Jesus Christ. That's a good shout actually. Cameraduction says let's read some bans. Let's refresh the ban list first and see what the freshest ones are from today. Holy shit, these are all today? These are all today from Phil. No, everything from here onwards is all today from Phil. Holy shit. Holy crap. Lear. Lear Neil. What? Guy Fieri. Subi Scandal. Blitzed. 220 thinking King title is good. Fake tip sad beggar real. What's this one here which is dark font? Good. Gary the Gamer, does Vikes approve today's ban? Fishy 57, Velcro Coleslaw Real, how you guys doing? Nitwit 609, Little Caesars Pizza Corp, Tiptoe Waddling to Daytona, Wailing Baby Meltdown, May 7th, Sissy Sips Burnell, Take a Swig of Bleach Phil, Defend Dents More Than Wife, Kinda Sav, Anal Queen Real, Jesus Christ. What the hell? Dave Go, Battle Pass Real, Hard Games, No Pay, Me to Fish, Kick Ban List makes fun of you. Excuses for Yakuza, not KCD2. Pope is dead, Kit is next. Oh my god, that's too far. That's too far. This one is, that's too mean. Clown form, Carl Hamburger, Stinky Fongers, 111123, front facing baby chick emoji. LSP Gaming Real, Mommy bought Velcro sneakers. You groom Panda Re. Internet likes me now, ha ha ha. Guys, I'm not poor, just beggar. Why Refund? I'm not poor, but begs. Begside Bill banned. Always feigns ignorance real. Dave the Diver Twin True. Cotton Cats Event Horizon. Rambo's Chubby Schlubby Real. Those are all the bands. Apparently a brand new pope was elected today. Alright, well hooray for that. They had a reason to fucking use the white powder for the fucking chimney thing. Hooray. It was black smoke yesterday, so then I got to fucking use the white fucking thing instead. Hooray. Fucking hell, man. That's an impressive kick ban list. That is ridiculous. I can't believe that. All these bans in such a short time. So many bans. What I could do while waiting, it might take a wee while. It might take a while to do this, but I could try and load every single ban on Kick since Phil has been on Kick. But it does take a while, so I need to just basically scroll down on the page more and more so it loads every single one. And then when I do that, when I've loaded them all, I can go to the very top and we can see how many bans there are. So this will take a while. This will take a little bit of patience. So, while we'll wait for that to happen, obviously. How many do we think it's going to be? How many bans? Here we go. How many bans do you think Phil has had on Kick from people in his audience since he started being on Kick?
Alrighty, guys. Sorry for the delay. I'm ready.
Shut up, you dick. I'm busy doing an experiment. No, I'm committed. How many, guys, how many bans? How many fucking bans do you think Phil has had in this fucking Kick channel? Some people, so Camel Dutchman thinks 4.5k, Sideways Dutchman thinks at least 10k. Sonic thinks 100k, that's a bit extreme. Ulf the Arbor says over 9,000. It's over 9,000. We need to keep going. Basically, we're not too far away, because obviously Phil started Kick. Actually, that may be the end of the list here. Yeah, I think we're at the very end of the list here. Yeah, I think Phil started on Kick on October, 18th October. Cats on Burnell, King Gawkin Real Band, Pedo King Gawkin, Debo Geeman. Yeah, so Derek loves AEW, so all okay. So I'm going to go to the top of the page now and it'll tell us the number of bands on this list. There have been 6,220 bands on Kick alone since Phil has been streaming on Kick. That's a lot of bands. That is quite a lot of bands. And if I refresh the fucking thing, is there any fresh ones since it came back? No, there's not. I thought it might be a fresh one since if we're gonna return, but nah, there's not. Okay, fuck it. Right, Phil is back. Who fucking cares? Sorry for that. We can get to fucking finish bingo at least. So let's carry on with some bingo, shall we? Even got a little bit of speed up just built up there. So hold on a second. Playback speed 1.5. Right. Let's try and finish this bingo.
There's more and more nonsense going on that I have to handle and deal with and stuff that I'm not expecting to pop up. Like, what's this? What's this?
Oh, Phil's apparently got some stuff happening behind the scenes which is actually making him miserable. Isn't that a shame?
Alrighty, guys. Sorry for the delay. I'm ready. There's more and more nonsense going on that I have to handle and deal with and stuff that I'm not expecting to pop up. Like, what's this? What's this? But it is what it is. Now I can play Blueprints for the rest of the afternoon. Blueprints, excuse me. I can play Clear Obscure with you guys for the rest of the afternoon. Got my games confused. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get booted up. And, excuse me. I believe I have a shout out to the volume level here. I received a $50 tip from Phil's #1 fan. Thank you, whoever that actually is, because obviously it's probably someone who doesn't want to reveal who they are in chat, or maybe they're just you know, casual viewer and don't actually interact in the chat. That is amazing. Thank you, Phil's #1 fan. $50 tip that gets us all the way up to $80 support, so we're more than halfway to the goal. Awesome. Okay, that's great. We got 2.5 hours of gameplay on deck here. And we're on a new dungeon. Remember, we're actually climbing this mountain, I believe, in order to find the missing stones that we need for Escalating. We had just arrived, and we're ready to move on. Okay. You guys ready? Now, hold on. For this game, that's right. Aha, I'm glad I'm remembering. We got to move some stuff around. That's right. So, #1. Here we are. Oh, shit. I don't want to do that. Hold on. There we go. Gotta do that. I'm trying to remember exactly where to put it. Because we're going to put this bar at the bottom now. And we're going to rotate my camera around.
Who fucking cares?
Here we go. Okay. Now, I shouldn't be blocking anything important at the bottom of the screen. Okay? Cool. Alright. Are we ready to get started here with Expedition 33? I hope so. Remember, if you want to chat, tag me in the chat. Please, guys, support if you can. Right now, we're already at $80 of support, so more than halfway to the stream goal is excellent. We want to keep that going so that we can do DSP tries at Wingstop when we hit 60 goals. And I appreciate everyone who supports the streams. Thank you, and let's begin. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Expedition.
And that is going to bring an end to DSP Bingo for today's stream. We're almost, I think we're 4 away from a full house, but we couldn't get there. We had 4 free spaces, though. We had 1 for the Broside Fills like hour on.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We got 1 for our own like for hitting 50 likes.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We also had 1 for the Begs.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
And we had 1 for the Sips as well.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
So yeah, 4 away from a full house, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do. Bugged bingo cracks and all that jazz. We can't have the malls, the old saying goes, but we'll try again tomorrow. Tomorrow, of course, being Friday, the final bingo stream of Phil's 7-day working week not shit. So he'll be sure to beg profusely tomorrow to try and fucking end the week on a high note, you know, to make himself feel fucking better and all that jazz. But yeah, it's going to be the end of that. Let's go. So live DSP, we're not far behind live DSP anyway.
Felix the Maid likes my bowling alley t-shirt. It's actually, or this is actually one of the more comfortable button-up shirts
Shut it, Beg Lebowski. Fucking dick. Anyway, let's just fucking get on with it. Fucking, I've had enough Phil. I'm honestly, Phil, 7 days of fucking Phil is just too fucking much. It's just so fucking too much. Way too fucking much. But guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. Thank you very much for joining me with some robust bingo antics today. We didn't win today, but we'll try again tomorrow, you know what I mean? You can't win them all, as the old saying goes, but we'll get them tomorrow. We'll fucking get them tomorrow. We'll fucking end the week on a very high positive note of crushing Phil with a bingo. And of course, tomorrow as well, after the bingo's all said and done, we're going to have some marbles as well afterwards to try and complete these very challenging courses to add even more bingo prize fund money to that bingo prize fund. But I'm going to wrap up, as I said, and I'm going to end how I always end, by putting notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday, whatever you end up doing, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.